Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Tony. Gene, how you doing? John, Plugs, how you guys doing? Close, Plugs. I'm trying to find something I found earlier, and now I can't. There it is. How y'all doing tonight? Cynthia, John Brother, Mark Miller, welcome. Thank you. Gene, great hunt Monday Night Digs. That was awesome. Miller, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, Tony, don't forget to check your levels, please. But let's see if I can find it. Yeah. Come on, kid. Waiting for my phone. Oh, come on. Where's the name? I need the name. Anyways, I put it in there that it could possibly live forever. Well, there's a jellyfish that basically can live forever. It can regenerate itself. Go back to being young again. Hi, NorCal. I'm Zach. Hi, I'm Zach's son. As long as it doesn't get sick, eaten, or killed, it can actually live forever. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The dog's got to go. It's got to go, Mark. Yeah, I can put the name in the credits on the YouTube because I don't think I can pronounce it. Oh, where is it? Teratopus dorini is the Latin name. But it gets old. When it gets old, it reverts back to being young. So it just keeps repeating the cycle, kind of like Benjamin Button. But I thought of all the creatures on the planet, a jellyfish. But Tin Cup Tim, welcome. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. I mean, I tell you, I don't know if anybody got out today. It was 95 degrees here and about 87% humidity. It was just horrible today. On that jellyfish Plugs, I was reading where there's ones that can clone themselves, but they can only do it so many times. This one actually goes back to being young. Tim, wait, have you put out any videos recently? Haven't seen any in a while, or at least I haven't got the notifications. Yeah, since I went outside, turned right around, came right back in. It's just too damn hot. Yeah, a bit warm, Plugs. Even the breezes were warm, so it's like, no. Guido, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, brother. Hey, 30% humidity, I'd trade any day for anything over 60. Believe me, I'm Zach's son. I'm from Northern California, so 30% humidity is nice. I understand, Tim. Believe me, I understand. I can't metal detect because of my hip right now. Pat, welcome. Everybody knows, I'm sure, but if you need stickers, go to Pat. So, best sticker maker there is. So, yeah, it was just too hot to do anything. Nobody was out. They weren't even out mowing their lawns here today. And as I remember, there's always somebody mowing their lawns here.
Hola, Chief.
Yeah, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. Had a super busy day making a ton of stickers. I made a whole bunch of park rat stickers and toilet stickers. I did some stuff for Bobby in the basement. We're getting narrowed down on what he likes.
Awesome.
I got some printed up and ready to go out tomorrow for Chef V prospecting. So it's been super, super stuff. I came up with a good item for JP. So just been super busy, but loving every minute of it.
Yep.
How has your day been, man?
Just hot and humid here, so I stayed inside all day. I mean, you go outside, it's so hot and humid, couldn't even breathe.
Oh, it's lovely, man. It's so much better than cold.
Well, the Tennessee humidity must be different from Florida, because I tell you, it's just nobody was out today. People weren't even out mowing their lawns. It was so bad.
No, I was out there moving around, and it was only really bad when I have to open my hood to start the car, because then the heat from the engine really gets me. But other than that, as long as I keep the windows down, I'm good. But
You've got a competition in the chat, Parkeratus.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
What little rat you are.
That's it, man. I'll tell you what, my car is busticated, and I can't find an alternator for it to save my life.
Oh, no.
So I just jump started every time I gotta go from one place to another.
What kind of car is it, Pat?
I have a 1998 Shizuki Esteem.
Ah. So it's going to be one of those ones. Hi, crazy. It's going to be
It's
hard
this-
to find an alternator.
The same one that left me stranded up in Bristol, Virginia for 2 weeks.
Hi, Shannon. Hi, NorCal 707.
Hey,
That sucks. Charlie, how you doing?
great crowd in here tonight. I see Mark Miller,
Yeah.
Gene from We Dig It. Good to see y'all guys. Tim,
Well, I know, Gene. I know it's Mark. It's just he changes his name 5-6 times a day, you know.
Oh, yeah. At
No,
least he doesn't change his picture. There's my girl Crazy. She got stickers on the way. Hopefully they'll get there in
He
the
probably
next couple of
changes his name
days.
more often than his underwear. So,
Mandy, hello.
I mean, everybody's here tonight. Awesome.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So,
Ooh. Get so busy sometimes I miss all the stuff. It's like, Mark Miller did his Sunday Asylum, and by the time I get over there, it was over. It was like, oh.
thanks for reminding. I got to write this stuff down because I know he's on Sundays and I want to get there.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
I wanted to get there, but again, I was in the middle of a big print and cut, and it's like, okay, I got to make money with my laptop first, then I can play.
Yeah.
Going out with the wife tomorrow, and my printer ink is about $70.
Ooh. Ouch.
But I'm going to buy 2 rounds of the ink because by this time next year, it's going to be more.
Yeah.
So I keep loading up on materials whenever I can just to make sure I can keep the prices nice and low.
Okay.
NorCal.
Oh, thank you, Tim. Yeah. If anybody wasn't here last week, I'm making little refrigerator magnets now that look like magnet fishing magnets.
That's cool stuff.
So,
And you can do those in a variety of colors too, can't you?
oh yeah, any color I want. So,
Excellent. That's
but
it.
like you said, some gray ones. So I ordered some. I got some gray filament, so it'll be like a mixture of red, green, gray, blue, black.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome stuff.
thank you, Cynthia. Thank you,
Shut it off there.
Crazy.
Ooh.
Oh man. Yeah. And every time I try to go out and do something, it'd be so hot. I come back in, I get sleepy. Hi, Steve. Sorry.
Hey, you get that perfect combination of heat and humidity. And as soon as you open the door, you understand why, like, lions on the Serengeti just sit in the shade and sleep.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing no antelopes, gazelles, nothing. We'll wait till one of them walks into the shade, and then I'll get it.
Oh, or I wait till it walks up and drops dead for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the definition of nice. You know what that is, don't you?
Hey, Steve. That's it.
The definition of nice. You're a buzzard sitting on a cliff, and a whole herd of cattle walks up and drops dead just for you. Well, that's
Mhm.
nice.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Mark, how you doing?
Every time I think of buzzards, all I can think of is my ex-sister-in-laws at a buffet. Holy cow! That's, soon as the drinks came to the table, they would just they'd attack.
Sounds like my ex-wives. They must have been related. Johnny, how you doing? Welcome. Shannon, welcome. Jeff.
Mark
Well,
the
we already got 22
Ranger.
people in here. Look at
Heck
that.
yeah.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis from SWFL, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So that was a great video you put out today, Pat.
That did go live today. So I still got to get over and answer comments. It's like I fall behind on everything.
Oh yeah, believe me.
It's like that old saying that the hurrier I go, the behinder I get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one.
Oh. And this phone, the phone is wonderful. It's the roof that's killing me. Today, I got a bing, and oh, somebody left me a voicemail. I didn't even hear the phone ring. And I listened to the voicemail. I'm like, oh, I got to get back to them. And I look, they sent that voicemail 4 days ago.
Oh, don't you hate that?
And on the 16th, it's like, I've been outside since between now and the 16th. How come the phone just chiming in now? And of course, while I'm on the toilet.
It just got I think the postal service has taken over cell towers, so it gets rerouted to other places.
It's horrible, but it's embarrassing, especially if it's like an important call, which this one was. You know, it's like, you know,
because I can't remember. I use Pirate Ship, which still goes through the post office, but I check to see who's getting what when to make sure, let them know you're going to get this.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who it was, whether it was. I sent Mark some stuff. It might have been him. I don't remember. But all of a sudden, it showed it went to Oregon. Then went back to the East Coast. I thought, what the hell?
I had one package I had sent out to Brockton, Magnet Fisher, and after a month, it came back to me as undeliverable because he'd canceled that P.O. box and gone to another address. So this time, the first time I sent it, it was $10.98. Okay. I did the same package now through Pirate Ship because I'm using that, and it was $8.22.
Yeah.
It's like the savings is incredible. I'm saving easily $1 every package, if not more.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going through a second party to get to the U.S. Post Office, and it's cheaper that way. Does that make sense? It doesn't really. Hi, Owen. But that's like I ordered something the other day. It was coming U.S. Post Office. They lost it. Then they found it. Then they lost it. So I said, "Do you want to cancel the order?" I said, "Sure. Just refund my money or send me another one." Then all of a sudden they found it again, and it's on its way after they canceled it. Jeez.
I got a nice little mail call today from
Benzo
Gold. Sent me a whole bag of swag to go into giveaways and the Advent giveaways and stuff. I'll be seeing him soon, so I'm going to get him to sign some of these stickers for the Advent giveaway.
Yeah, they do, Mark.
Oh, great. Mosquito control just went by.
Hi, Jason.
Wait till that diazinon hits me, then I'll get real funny. Ooh, yeah. I should warn you when that's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Jeff. 26 people in the house. Thank you.
Nice. Johnny Small Pepper, Joseph Sessions, AAP. How you doing? Great crowd.
Oh, Mark Thomas, his first car was a Cougar. Nice car. 60s or 70s, Mark. Jason, how you doing?
Yeah. I never had one of those, but I can tell you my current wife is a Cougar. Hey, Tony, Pick and Bean. What's up, y'all?
Bean and Pick, how you doing? Thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So what is on the agenda for tonight, Big Bill? What's going on?
Not much. We already talked about living forever. I don't know if you know, I put that in there. There's a jellyfish that can actually live forever. As long as nothing eats it, doesn't get sick or gets killed, it regenerates itself. It goes, once it gets old and starts dying, it reverts back to a pup, becomes young again, and just keeps on going. I thought, they always say God works in mysterious ways. He created this planet and all this, and then he gives immortal life to a jellyfish.
Yeah.
Finders Keeper says he's married to a cougar.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, 66 Old Cutlass Supreme
with a 330 V8. Nice.
Oh, man. I wonder how much that thing would cost you to drive 5 miles nowadays.
Yeah. At 6 miles to the gallon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those. I had a 72 Pontiac Catalina with a 400 small block in it. Passed everything but a gas station.
I'm not even sure the manufacturer, but a buddy of mine had this old Delmont. It was a convertible. That thing was a gas hog. Even when gas was cheap, it was hard to keep that thing full.
Yeah, like Gene says, this would pass anything but a gas station. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, back when I was learning to drive, you'd drive through and it's like they'd have gas wars. 19 cents a gallon at this station. Across the street would be 17 cents a gallon. Man, I miss those days. Edward the Trash Talker. How you doing, Edward?
Eduardo.
But Rob might be here later. He might not. He might have a friend coming over from trivia. Hope they do well tonight. And what was? And it was lead and gas. Yeah, yes, it was. Gene had to have lead in those old boys, or they'd ping and knock like crazy. I hope you do, Cynthia. 63 two-door Cadillac. Nice, Jeff. Those are great cars. That was like, driving the Titanic on land. They were just so nice.
I still have my first car. Actually heard from the body guy today.
Oh.
Wanting to know if we were going to hunt up fresh doors or do new skins on them. And I'm like, whichever is quickest, man. And he's like, price difference is like, I don't care. I just want the car done. So
the Ratmobile is getting closer to being done, huh?
It's actually getting worked on.
All right.
Knock on wood. That stays the name of the game until it's back sitting in my driveway. I like my little ride.
I know where my first vehicle is. I don't know if I'd ever be able to get it from the guy, but I know where it is. And it was a 1946 Studebaker Champion pickup.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Thing would be worth a small fortune today if it's in good shape.
Little flathead 6. It was funny when I bought it. Whoever had it at one time, they took out the original door panels and they cut out holes out of solid sheets of copper, so it had solid copper inner door panels. But that thing it only do 45 miles an hour, and that was floored. I got 24 miles to the gallon. And I used to haul scrap in it. I pulled in the scrapyard one day, and the guy looks at me because my bumper was about 2 inches off the ground and my tires were ready to pop. Truck weighed 2,400 pounds, and I had 4,900 pounds of scrap engines in the back.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
I know. When I get the car back and get it all put back together and everything, I'm going to put the exciters back in the door and just have that clean look without any speaker marks anywhere, because those things are awesome, and it turns the whole car into a speaker. So you don't have to blast the radio for people to hear the Bee Gees when you're riding by. That's another good thing about that car. I only listen to 70s music when I'm in it, because that's when the car feels its youngest and performs best.
Read Jason's last statement.
Well, you can't spell happiness without penis. Hey, JP's here. How you doing, brother?
Hi, JP. Oh my God. Tom Riley, how you doing? Bean and Pick, you still here? How's the bean sprout doing?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm working on some other stuff too. Like I said, I'm working on the keychains, the sluice, and the
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff, and some other things. So hopefully, Nathan, how you doing? Get those going here pretty soon. Oh man, I've been doing that all day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's catching. But the heat will do that to you. Damn.
Oh yeah. Better than the cold.
No.
I find it difficult to complain about the heat after my time in Idaho. It's like, bring on the heat. I can get more naked than this. Let's do this. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I don't know if you ever seen. There's an old show called from the '60s called Man in the Wilderness. Guy moved to Alaska, lived up there his whole life, filmed it for 30 years, would come back and throw it on National Geographic. He's sitting there next to the fire and he goes, "It's a toasty 40 degrees inside today with a fire going."
Heck yeah. That's good stuff.
I used to do well with either hot or cold, but not anymore. About if I can find a place where it's 60 to 70 degrees all the time, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, I want about 75 to 82. Yeah, it's too cold if you have to take a shower with your coat on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you still got to leave the sleeping bag on to go take a dump, something's wrong.
Yeah. I remember up in Maine in the wintertime, we would close off the upstairs of the house and we'd all sleep downstairs in the living room and dining room area just because it costs less to heat that, but you'd
Yeah.
still have to run upstairs to take a shower, and that was freaking miserable.
Yeah. Hi, Dennis. Welcome.
Hey, Dennis, how you doing? KCMD in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can have the cold, Steve. It's all you. Or whoever says they love the cold.
I'm with
Treasure hunting. Yeah. Whoa.
I'm with plugs. I mean, if I could afford to live like in Hawaii or a place like that, or where Gene lives, to where it's just an even temperature all the time, that'd be perfect. Because a lot of people think arthritis. Oh, you don't like the cold. Arthritis doesn't like weather change. Period.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And me personally, I'm used to this. I'm at sea level, for crying out loud. This is good for me. When I get up into the higher elevations, that's when my joints start to hurt, as I'm at a whole different air pressure and oxygen level and everything, and that's just too much.
Well, see, that's what I was in Northern California at about 3,000 feet, and I got used to that for 65 years. And I come out here, it's like I said, at sea level, way different weather, and my joints don't like it at all.
What type of weather was it?
What, where I was?
Well, yeah, like where you said you couldn't take it.
Okay, well, I got severe arthritis through my whole body. So what happens is, one, it doesn't like cold or extreme heat, but what it really hates is the barometric change in the air. And here in Tennessee, that is drastic.
Mm-hmm.
So if it switches drastically one direction, I'm in a lot of pain, and when it goes back the other way, the pain comes back.
Right.
California, the humidity was rarely above 33%.
Oof.
And the weather stayed pretty much the same. So my body really liked that because it didn't change.
Oh, wow.
Here in Tennessee, in the winter, I've seen it go from 80 degrees in the morning, by 5 in the afternoon, 17 degrees and sleeting.
Oh,
And it
Hey, Patty.
doesn't happen a whole lot, but it does happen here.
right.
And that today I just stay wrapped up in bed and don't even move because
It's weird when we go up to Tennessee and Virginia area. That's when I feel the oldness in me, if you will, because it's like if this knuckle here starts to throb, I know it's gonna freaking rain. You know that change in it's like oh I go grab something. It's like yeah we're gonna have rain today, and sure enough we do. It's like I've turned into one of those old guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can see right there how my thumb sticks out right there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
arthritis, both hands.
Oh.
Now, it's always sore, which doesn't bother me. When it's really bad,
Mhm.
you ever get a muscle that's really tender from overworking it? If somebody touches it, sends you through the roof. Well, that's with my thumbs. I'll be doing something. I don't think about
with
it.
your
I grab my
thumbs.
thumb, and it's like, they can hear me through the whole house.
You're talking overly sensitive muscles. I was thinking in a totally different direction. Dang. It
But
ain't
you go
easy
down
to
to
park right.
Sacramento, we used to go down to J Street behind the gas stations for that. But 2082. Hi, Patty. How you doing? 717 detector. How you doing? Welcome. Wow, a lot of people in the house tonight. Thank you all. I was saying earlier, you want to live forever, become a jellyfish.
Right.
If it's a jellyfish, it can basically live forever. It regenerates itself.
Oh, yeah.
As
I'm
long
not
as
sure if I'd want to live forever, but you know, if you could hit the triple digits, I think that's when life gets really good because there's not an awful lot of peer pressure after that point.
yeah.
You know,
Hi,
You
Don.
wanna-
How you doing?
you want to live just long enough that all your friends in heaven start to think you didn't make it. Like, oh, that poor bastard, and then surprise.
Hi, Don. How you doing? Blackbird, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Don, Relic Reaper. Good to see you, buddy.
So,
And yeah, we said hi to Patty. Good to
yep.
see her
Hi,
here.
Patty. Steve from Stories Lost and Found. All the great people are here tonight. Thank you all.
Awesome stuff. Ooh.
Marty Vistral, welcome. How you doing, Marty? Thanks for being here. Ask anyone what day they want to die. I'll bet most won't have an answer. Well, I don't know about today, John, but I just want it to be quick, painless, and if possible, somebody else like Vermont Derek.
Yeah, you know, it's like, I don't know, the sixth Tuesday in October.
Yeah. It's like when it comes up in the line, can you take him first?
Yeah. There's one guy I was working with. Something went wrong. The electricity flashed and the magnetic holder let go of the part that was on his grinder. And it went flying and smacked into the CNC machine, made a ton of noise, and he screams, "We're all going to die." And somebody at the other end of the shop yells, "You first." It's like, yeah.
You talk about that. We were training a guy on a press brake one time, and I was next to him, and these were small press brakes. They were like 80 ton, and they were older style, so they don't have all the safety features like the new ones. If you punch in numbers and you punch it in wrong, the machine just won't work. There's the old ones. You can punch in wrong numbers, hit the pedal, and blow things up. Well, that's what he did. He blew a 25-pound punch. We measured it later. It went 44 feet across the floor. It was 4 feet high in the machine. It left a dent 4 feet high in a post on a warehouse rack 44 feet later. So that means in 44 feet, that thing did not drop. That's how much velocity was behind. And I remember after that happened, the foreman comes out of the office and he looks at me and he goes, He goes, I don't want to look. Who died? I said, luckily nobody died, but yeah, because they even in a soundproof room they could hear that explosion.
Oh yeah.
So
We used to work with these giant acrylic tubes that would come out about 8 feet long, and each one was wrapped in its own little sheath of brown paper, like the sandwich bag paper bags were. And I would love to twist one end of that off really tight, and then I'd get out at the end of the shop with the air hose and it would shoot that paper off like blowing the straw wrappers off. That thing would travel all the way across the facility and hit somebody over in the shipping department. They'd be like wrapping up their boxes and get this large paper tube.
Did they ever find you for doing it?
I got written up for that crap all the time.
Oh my God,
I
no.
didn't care, dude.
Oh.
My last year and a half of work, I got written up every day.
What workplace was this that it happened at? Was it your old job or new or current? It must have been your old one.
No, it was my company. So
Oh,
I had 3 business partners,
right.
and they were all trying to get me out of there anyway, but they never could. And then they didn't want to buy me out when I was ready to sell out. They're like, no, you can't sell out till you're 62. And it was like, oh, really? Here we go. We had a big legal battle, and I sold my part of the company to the employees. Now none of them can be fired. So happy days for everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, we're a place where we did that to each other. We'd get written up all the time for pulling pranks on each other.
Oh,
We played reindeer games, and we'd tell new guys in the shop, okay, this is what we do. We get pretty rough. If you don't want to play, say you're out. Fine. Just don't go running into the office and crying about it.
Yeah.
One day, I go over my lunchbox, and one of the guys had filled it with concrete. My lunch was in concrete. I knew who did it, so I took his toolbox, lifted up on the forklift, and welded it to the wall.
I had a guy that was always complaining about my food. Because, we'd take our lunch and we'd eat in the shop, and this, and he's all like, oh, man, the garlic on that thing. I can smell the garlic way over here. And all he'd do was bitch about my food every day, no matter what I ate. I took a big old blop on my hand of Limburger cheese and smeared it under the edge of his toolbox.
nice.
He didn't know where that smell was coming from.
Oh,
until the mat started getting mold on it.
Yeah, smell. What's that?
We did that to a guy that everybody hated. And so one of the guys goes, hey, lift up his toolbox real quick. And he threw a fish under it. So the top box was like that. 2 days, that thing was so ripe.
Oh, man.
Oof. That would smell even worse. Put a fish in there. Oh, that would do it. The smell for like days.
Like Johnny said, Johnny Smallpepper, practical jokes at work are among my best memories. Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
We had one guy, he was always talking about UFOs and aliens. Well, somebody photoshopped his picture onto it that he welded up a spaceship for Area 51 for the aliens. And put it on the wall in the entranceway to
Welcome to the club, Pat.
That's it. Ooh.
Hey, we're all men here. Belching's allowed.
Got the good guess. Well, even if it weren't allowed, I got to make my bodily noises. You know what I mean?
Sure. It's all good.
So crazy about a Mercury. That's great. Side of his Corvette with peanuts.
Oh, we used to have these little cardboard triangles that we used for packing material. And one day, one of the guys, what the hell was his name? Ricardo.
Oh.
We're all playing around. He left his car unlocked. So we filled his car with these little cardboard triangles, look like little blocks of Swiss cheese. Thought this would be funny when he went to go home. It was right after lunch, so we know nobody was going back out there. And it's about half an hour after lunch, and he's like, oh, yeah, okay. And he's like, I got to go. My wife has 2 flat tires. And I was like, uh-oh. Then we got the whole shop out there trying to get all this stuff out of his car so he could go and pick up his wife and kids. It's like that one backfired on me, but it was still funny.
Oh. Oh. Come on up, Rob.
Cut the cord into 20 pieces.
Ugh.
There's our boy. What's going on,
Yep.
Rob? Or as Mary Tyler Moore used to say, "Oh, Rob."
Yeah, I used to love practical jokes at work, though, man. That was so fun.
Wow.
Da-da-dee-da-da-da-da.
Good evening, you're up. Hey,
Hopping
Rob.
on in.
Looking a lot better.
It's Mustache Monardo.
Yeah, looking a lot better.
It's getting there.
It's getting there.
Oh, nothing. I'm getting your water. Hold on.
Where's Mr. Charlie?
He's in the chat mints there. I see him commentating over there.
Come on up, Charlie.
Park Ratosaurus. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, Frankie. There's Mr. Charlie. Hey, Joel.
PD.
Mr. Tony.
That's right, plugs. Might as well have fun at work. You spend half your life there. Hell, I spent more than half my life at work.
Yeah. You got to be careful how you spend your time, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Spent half my life getting drunk and chasing women, and the other half I wasted.
Yeah, most jobs, like if you don't have anything to do, they'll find you something to do. Some places.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yepper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're looking for something to do. Like
My sergeant walked by me one time and said, are you doing anything right now? And I said, I'm going to regret saying no to this answer, aren't I? She said, yes, you are.
Yeah. I remember that with Ruben. He was like, I walked by and I'm like, Ruben. And he's like, I didn't do nothing. It's like, I know, that's the problem. Do something, man. We're paying you by the hour. Keep going.
Yeah. Hi, Jim. Hi, Frankie.
So I say nowadays, like you're working, you always want to try and keep busy, find stuff to do, even during downtimes. I say.
Yeah, but just when you do that, make sure you know what you're doing.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'd say
Oh,
it
no.
definitely works.
I've had people start assembly stuff on a job that they had no idea what they're doing. So you walk them and go, "You want to stop now?"
Yeah.
Now you just scrapped a whole bunch of material.
Mhm.
What?
I gotta say, it did work though. I mean, two of the guys that I worked with and mentored in the shop back in the day there, two of them are on the board of directors now.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, and that's like because they learned the good work ethic, kept it going,
Hey,
and
Greg.
became good leaders. Out west, middle.
Finders keepers just reminded me of something. When I was a cook at Denny's, we'd send the new trainee cooks to the manager to ask them to find us the pea splitter. One day, the guy comes back and the head cook goes, "Well," he goes, "Oh yeah, it's right around the corner. I'll bring it in a minute." He's going, "What?" Charlie plugs in a photo shoot. Both
Ooh.
holding the Manticore and Speedos. That'll be.
Why would you put Speedos on the Manticore?
That'll go down in history as one ugly photo shoot, plugs.
That'd be kind of creepy, folks.
I'm waiting for somebody to get one of those Manicores and see how it does.
Yeah,
It ain't going to be me.
yeah. There you go. Smart move, Rob.
Nice,
Yeah,
Patty. Found herself a couple military pins.
I'll be right back, fellas.
Okay.
Oh, Crazy Bad Mercury says that's what I was trying to figure out. Why would you mess up the Manticore like that?
Yeah.
Is Garrett gonna do that? First?
Jared gonna do the photo shoot.
Oh God! I know nothing of that, so I'll tell you this: I'm not doing it. No way will I do that. I'd look like a fool doing that.
I want to tell Greg, I found those 2 pictures and then I've lost them again. I have to figure out where they're at in my files.
Right.
Well, Rob, you haven't mentioned it. How'd you do at trivia?
Well, we were in second place when the bonus round came up. We had 114 points. Our buddy Johnny lives across the street. He was going to have a separate team tonight with some friends from work, but they didn't show up. So him and his girlfriend just became a team on their own. We had 6 people in our team, and they were in second place with 116. They did real good for just the 2 of them. And then the bonus question was they listed 4 hosts from Saturday Night Live weekend updates, and you had to put them in order from the earliest to the latest.
Yeah.
And we mixed up 2 of them, and we missed it, but they got all 4. So we crashed and burned, and they got first place next to us.
Darn.
Yeah, so we won.
At least you still did well, though. That's
we won first place last week, so we'll give it to the neighbor this week.
Where did you play trivia at?
Whiskey Wings, the old Mugs and Jugs sports bar down here.
Oh, okay.
It's really
That's still
good.
around or no?
We've been doing that for over 3 years now, every Tuesday night.
Oh, okay.
You're right, Charlie. That would be fugly.
And I want to say that I want to give Cynthia a shout out here. I posted the video on Monday Digs last night where I found that vintage religious item.
Hi, Mary.
When I first put that on ID Me or put that on Facebook or wherever the hell I put it a year ago when I found that item, Cynthia was one of the first people that came out and realized it was a Jewish mezuzah.
Oh.
So 3 people have contacted me since that video said, I think that's a mezuzah. And I said, you're right. So I'll be doing a follow-up video because my neighbor used his blowtorch and we were able to loosen the threads on it and unscrew it and to see what was inside. So I've got a follow-up video ready that I'll be doing next week to follow up the Monday Digs video when I found that. So
Thanks, Rob. Hey, people, if you don't know Malaysian Metal Detector, that's Juan. Get over and check out his channel. He has some great metal detecting videos.
is that your channel name?
Me?
That's his channel name, Malaysia Metal Detector.
Oh.
Who?
Just like Barry's is Out West Metal Detecting.
So, how many people do we got in the stream right now, Bill?
28.
28? That's freaking awesome.
Kicking butt, Bill.
Hey, Rob, you think you got it in you to set up a duck race?
I can do that, sir.
What we'll do is...
The coffee's already on. I can do a duck race. I've got a duck race already set up here.
All right. Rob's going to try and get everybody's names, so keep on chatting. And what we'll do is first duck and last duck, each will win one of these Park Rat metal detecting Bottle Buddy bottle openers.
Sweet.
And I'll be able to get those sent out tomorrow as long as I already have your address. So let's see if we can give away some prizes.
Cool. Thank you,
You
Pat.
need someone to call a duck race? I'm happy to do it.
I got to get some coffee. I'll be right back. Well, maybe not right back.
Guess that's a no.
You know, I got it.
All right.
I've already got a duck race page open on my computer.
Thanks, Dennis. I've been doing bottle openers now. I can customize those, even get the little key ring on them like I did on this one here. I do little hand mirrors in this size, buttons, do all kinds of buttons now. So, you know, keeping myself busy and growing the product line, and it's fun. I enjoy making stuff. Especially something useful like this. I sent one of these to JP from JP's Lawns and More, but instead of saying Bottle Buddy, it says Beauty Buddy because, you know, the more you drink, the prettier she gets.
Yeah. Right.
It made sense at the time. Yeah, we can do you some stickers, man. If you still want the same design or a different design, let me know. We'll get it worked out. Yeah.
Sir Nathan's here. Dog is my co-pirate.
Yep,
do.
Nathan's here. We're at 29 people right now.
Can koozies, bandanas, you name it. Hats, blouses, underbreeches, whatever you need.
All right.
He got
Definitely, PD. I think we were working on a new design for PD Sand Digger. I'll check on the laptop after the stream because I'll be doing some more print and cuts tomorrow. And keep an eye on your phone. I'll send you over some proofs to look at.
Nathan, or should I say Mr. Shorts? Are you talking short videos or Nathan in the shorts, Joel? Matt,
Either way, it's entertainment.
Pennsylvania's back. It's my hip, Mary, but yeah, I'm in pain. It comes with getting old.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost time for my good drugs, so.
Oh, hey, thanks for the reminder.
That's some of the
folks.
first thing off on vids.
I've only got 21 in the chat with 20.
It is what it is,
here,
Mary.
so 5 people need to leave comments.
Speak up, everybody.
If you haven't left a comment, leave one so you can get your name in the race
Mm-hmm,
and win some Park Rat Pat swag.
That's it. Like I say, the first duck's going to win one and the last duck's going to win one too.
Which
Wish
means
Jim
Jim will
Steele
be
were here,
somewhere,
he'd have a chance now. There he
Jim will be
is. He's
somewhere in
here.
the middle. Jim will come up 15th out of 30. Yeah. Yeah, we know you're here, Jim.
And Mr. Diggs is here.
Mark the Berg Hunter.
Crazy about a Merc. Clambake.
Mark Miller.
Yes,
Asylum.
We got Mark Miller now. Okay, I didn't see him before. Or is Mark the Berg Hunter?
Yep.
Yep. And Dennis KCMD.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, got Dennis.
Okay. Joseph Sessions.
Marty Verstall.
Don Relic Reaper.
Oh, yeah, I had Don.
Okay.
I
Mary
got to get
Petty
Mark.
Crew?
I got to get Mark Miller. I don't have him.
Okay.
All right, that fills us up.
All right. You
Charlie says leave Jim out.
Jim out.
remember, Jim, you can't lose if you don't play. Actually, it should be no shorts, more service.
All right, Bill.
Yep, I see it.
All righty, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Ready? Everybody coming out strong. I like these ones when I put up the prize because I don't have to look for the park rat duck. It's like, hey, screw him.
I'm in there.
You know who I forgot to put in here? I forgot to put SL Thunder in here.
Uh-oh.
You can put him in on the next race, Rob. It's all right. Oh,
Oh, Digging the Deej is here. Is that what we're seeing? Somebody said hi, Deej.
Hey, I think Charlie looked good in a mohawk.
I call races like this on Diggins' channel.
Mm.
I actually call races on Diggins' channel.
Yeah, but we're not going to run a 6-minute race.
Yeah.
Man.
Of
Our
course.
races are short here, and we just kind of go, hi, Deej. Kind of day late and $1 short, Deej. You'll be in the next race.
Evening, Malaysia Metal Detector. Thanks for being here tonight. Oh, Cynthia's out there, but she's out there too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have Guido in there?
Oh wow.
No,
Tony's
because he
coming up
wasn't on
pretty
my.
quick.
So let's get
He
Guido.
didn't leave a comment, Pat, so he wasn't. He didn't show up in participants.
Ah, all right. Well,
I'll be happy to put him in. I'll be happy to put him in if we have another race.
All righty. You do
Wow,
that.
Patty Dean Mary P's pulling it real quick here. Okay, we still okay. About now, somebody's gonna come from behind.
Nope. Is it going to be Patty? Is it going to be nope? Dog? Nope. It could be Plugs.
I think
Oh, here
it's-
comes Malaysia.
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 One from
Malaysia's
Malaysia
gonna
gonna
do
be the winner.
Malaysia wins it.
Congrats.
Pat, it might be a little cheaper to mail a $2 bill there, Pat.
Yeah, he's in Malaysia.
Alrighty, and who was the last on the list? Because they're a winner too.
Jeff's Obsessions.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't think Jim would win.
And Mr. Jeff or Mr. Jim Steele was 10th place.
That's close. I said 15th. That's close.
All right. So, Malaysia Metal Detecting and Jeff's Obsessions. If you go to my channel and look at the description of one of my videos, you'll see my email address. Please go there and email me your mailing information, and I will try to get these out to you ASAP.
Thank you so much, Pat.
Mm-hmm. Happy to. Love giving away stuff, man. It's just awesome.
Let's take that.
Judy Menzel. That's a new name. I hadn't
Who's in
seen
the
that
house?
one yet.
Hi, Judy. Thanks for being here.
All right. I added Guido, myself, and Judy in case we do another race.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Oh, and Miss Deej is here too.
Yeah.
Hi,
yeah.
Miss Deej.
Oh, Deej, did you get the package I sent you?
Bill, I'm going to grab my coffee.
Okay, Rob. That'll be okay. It's 8:21. Let's do the bets on how long it takes Rob to get back from just getting coffee. I'm saying
I'd say
15
it'll
minutes.
take- What'd you say?
Rob, when he says he's going to get coffee, can be gone for like 20 minutes or longer. One night I shut the stream down. I had to wait for him to come back. Everybody else was gone.
Yeah.
He says he's going to go take a shower and coffee. He's back in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like boom, right there. Hardly even notice that the chair's still spinning and he's
I'll
back.
predict.
But
I'm
when
gonna
he says
say.
just
I'm
coffee,
gonna say a half hour.
I'm saying 20 minutes. I'm figuring about 8:42. So,
Hey, we got
I'm gonna go
Looter
20
8 in
minutes
here.
more.
Let's remember to have Rob add Looter 8 to the list
oh,
as
Looter.
well.
Oh,
In case
I wonder
there's
if he put
another
Greg in, or
in case there's another race.
I wonder if he put Greg/Barry in.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Dennis says 7 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna go half hour.
So,
This is still next 20 seconds. 7. All right.
let's see. It's 8:30 here, which means what is it, about 2:30 over there, Mary? Mary's from the UK, England, where Deej is heading next week.
Nice. It is good to be able to travel. I'm hoping to get to upstate New York next spring.
All right. Well, next
That
week
idea was
we're going out
proposed to me
Tennessee,
today, and I was like, "Shwing, yeah."
Next week, Pat. Next week, you're coming to Tennessee.
Well, next week I'll be in Palatka, like from the middle of the week on, and then we're going to go to Tennessee, and then we're going to go to North Carolina, and then possibly South Carolina. So doing a little.
Dang, that was fast. Oh, he got peanut butter. That doesn't count. He might have got.
No. I saw the coffee.
Yeah, but he got peanut butter too.
Oh.
Didn't tell us he's going to get that. It wasn't just coffee.
Oh, see, now this doesn't count as an official coming back because he didn't say anything.
Yeah,
So timer's still going.
yeah. That was quick. That was like 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3.5
Yeah.
minutes. Damn.
You had to go and follow us up, Rob. Thanks.
People lost money on that one.
Yeah, we all did.
What have they lost money on?
We all bet
How
how long
long
you're
it
going to
would
be
take you
gone.
to
So
get
whenever you
back?
say you're just going for coffee, it can be like
Because I
20
didn't have to go to
minutes.
the bathroom.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't take long to go to the bathroom, but standing there forever waiting for those last few drops is like torture.
Mary, I know you're in England, but where are you abouts in England?
We're in England. Someplace that ends with Shire, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
Habershire.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably in Habershire, I bet.
The Shire? I don't think so.
Or a ham like Nottingham or
Mm-hmm.
That's Rob's score.
Dorset. Okay. Thank you, Mary.
Shire. Yeah. Dorsetshire.
yeah. Miss Mary's over there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
DJ's going to London next
It's
week.
got to be like 2-3 in the morning over there for her.
Yeah, about 2:30. I was figuring.
And she got nothing better to do than hang out with this sordid lot.
I know that's pretty sad.
Okay. What gets me? I'm looking. It's 8:26 where I'm at. But if you look at, I don't know if you guys can see the timestamps next to everybody's name. It's 6:26 p.m. by the timestamp.
Huh.
On my computer, I don't know what's going on.
2:26 a.m. Wow.
No, on mine, I just see my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine just has my time too.
I wonder if that's different over on
Well, it gets me because
Two-Face.
when I set up my stream, Deej said,
Marty's.
emailed me or notified me. She goes 10:30 tonight. I said no, I set it for 7:30, but for some reason the timestamp's getting all screwed up
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube. I don't know why. So
Yeah, I saw the
Yeah,
one for
Deej is
10:30. I
getting-
was waiting.
Deej just getting ready for her England trip.
yeah,
I'm so jelly.
Only when you jumped.
how far west is Dorset from London? Does anybody
Sam
know?
Clanbeck, there's a reason I'm growing it that will be revealed in about a month.
Actually, they're going to put one of Mike Lyman's caterpillars in there and let it turn into a butterfly.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just storing one of Mike's caterpillars right now.
He's
Hi,
going to be
Randy.
starting a cooking channel as Chef Rob RD.
Hey Bill, I sent you a text.
Okay.
Yeah, Team Clanbeck, Denise doesn't like it. She says it makes me look older. Not that that takes a lot of work.
No, I don't want Uber.
Uber can be pretty expensive.
Well, my problem is with a bad hip and being 6'5", if I want to do a round trip, the only way they do here in Clarksville is you got to get the standard Uber, which is somebody's old beat up subcompact car.
Mhm.
That's the cheapest way to go.
But
Otherwise, you got to go with the
Tennessee, you
XL.
get an Uber that's a pickup truck and they could just strap you to the hood like a deer.
That'd be fine by me. But that's like $40 one way.
I'm not sure of what town it's in, crazy, but I'll be at a place called Thermal City.
Hey, Mr. Randy's here. Good evening, Randy.
What, you got thunderstorms, Deej? Is that why he's hiding in the basement?
Well, Mary, 2 hours from London, you could be anywhere in England.
She's in Dorset.
It's not that big of a country. Mark, that's my alter ego. That's Creeper Rob.
Open your mouth for bugs. Tasty.
Well, I got bad news for Petey tonight.
Uh-oh.
I've been trying to make arrangements with my cousin to come up to Maryland because that's where I stay every time I come up to Maryland. She's got an extra bedroom, and she's having some medical issues right now, and she may be having to go to have some surgery. So she says the next month to 45 days would not be a good time to come up there because she's not sure if she's going to have to go up to New York for surgery. So my free spot to stay in Maryland is not available right now.
Unless you offer to watch her house.
No, because her husband would be there.
We got a sleeper.
Okay, everybody get ready to draw faces.
You
Oh, if he falls off, I'm taking a picture of him just like I did at Charlie.
You mean you got one on your phone too for so we can blackmail him when we need to?
Well, I took it off my phone, but it is on my computer.
No, I still got mine on the phone. I can email it to the world.
Too
Use it
bad
on
you couldn't
TikTok.
virtually shave somezone's eyebrow.
I'm not showing it because I know somebody has a picture of me picking my nose at night, so I'm not going to show it.
Hi, ZZ Kid. Hey, we got 34 people in the house. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
That's because you're the man, Bill.
Hell yeah.
I'd love to see Frankie and Rob get together and do
No,
it.
Mary, I was telling you, I went to England when I was 21. I stayed over there almost 4 months. I lived in Brighton, down on the south coast.
Certainly.
But I did take a weekend and spend a weekend in London. Did all the touristy stuff in London. Absolutely loved it up there. But if I'd have realized how close Scotland and Ireland would have been, I would have went up to Ireland and tried to do some family history research.
And then you would have had to skip your appendectomy, though. And that was so much fun, wasn't it?
It's not funny, Rob.
I was a young Studley guy back then, Pat.
I know. I saw the pictures. I'm like, what the hell happened?
20 years sitting in a patrol car, Pat.
I think he's lying. I don't think those pictures of him back 20 years.
Oh, no. They're him. You can tell by the eyes.
Oh, okay.
Rob's got real loving eyes. You can tell by the way they look at each other.
Yeah. Definitely can.
Speaking of that picture,
It's called gravity, Mary. It happens to us all.
I actually moved that picture, Pat, so I knew where I'd find it.
Aha.
Charlie says they got worse pictures of you than your nose. So.
I sure as hell hope not.
Oh, I don't have any. Don't worry.
All right. Somebody said the other day, I can't remember if it was Mary or somebody else said that they can't picture me being young. Man, he really is fading. Oh, this is awesome.
Oh. What you doing?
Come on, you piece of crap computer.
Lucky Luke prospecting.
Thank you for being here.
There's my that's my
Kinda looks
passport
like
photo,
plugs.
guys.
That's a cool picture.
Yeah, that's my passport photo when I went to England.
Ah.
So
Time has not been a friend, has it?
not that bad, Pat.
No, I just meant the hairline. The rest of you still pretty much looks the same.
I still have my hairline. Thank you very much.
That's a good thing.
Hey, I'm the only one of my friends my age that still has hair, okay?
Yeah, man.
And Pat has his, so
Mm-hmm. Well, Bill still has his. I mean, most of it's in a shoebox, but he's still got it.
Yeah, mine's just like steel wool, so I don't let it grow out.
You need to find your Belima wig again.
but Pat, if you do want to see the ultimate cop picture, Rob, with the cop mustache,
There he is.
There's the 80s glasses, the 80s aviator glasses,
Why
and the
does that
cop
remind me
mustache.
of
That's
Three's
that's
Company?
back when I was a cop right there.
That's it.
That reminds me of Three's Company for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, Three's Company, you know.
My
I
dad,
remember
my dad, my dad looked a lot like Buddy Epstein. So my buddies would come over my house and go, "Man, your dad looks like Barnaby Jones," and he'd go, "Yeah, I wish I had his money."
Mm.
Mm.
Jim, I used to get haircuts and they would charge me $5 extra
Hmm.
to cut my hair just because it was so thick and hard to cut.
I avoid haircuts.
I just bought one of the electric sheep shears and I just go zzz, 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 done.
If I let my hair go and get all nasty looking and stuff, then every day I wake up, I know ahead of time what she's going to complain about. When the hair's perfect, I don't know what I'm walking into each morning. So, I
was
set this as
telling
the
Bill-
target.
I was telling Bill when I get up in the morning and if there's a note on the kitchen counter, I know how much trouble I'm in by how big the writing is in the note.
And if she uses your middle name.
Yes,
Charlie's asking if back hair counts. Yeah,
Yes.
probably.
Definitely.
I also
I
do
mean,
know
if
if my
front
hair
hair
gets
counts,
too
back hair counts.
if my hair gets too long. Denise says you need to get a haircut. You're starting to look like Park Rat Pat.
Mary says you got a porn stash.
That was my porn stash.
Yeah, but having the porn stash doesn't help when you've got those birth control glasses on. You're not going to get laid wearing those things.
No. Yeah,
Hey, let me tell you something. I did.
Chances are probably very
Night, Patty.
slow.
Welcome, Metal Detecting North Carolina. How you doing?
Hey, North Carolina.
Night, Patty. Hmm.
Yeah, Charlie, that's what I'm scared of. Your pictures you have. Hey, Lucky Luke.
Yeah, I know. Metal Detecting with Randy is here. I think he just hit a milestone of, I think it was 225,000 views.
Wow, nice.
Yep.
He had how many views?
I believe it was 225,000, wasn't it, Randy?
Boom.
I don't even have that many views. The person's doing very well.
Yeah. I'm not sure if shorts count toward your overall views or not, but whether it does or doesn't, he's doing good.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I've been looking at my homepage. YouTube's really pushing their members to do more shorts.
That's because they want to beat TikTok out of the game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because obviously when TikTok came out with that feature or TikTok came on, it did take a portion. These young people, their attention is doesn't stay as long. So, yeah, we can watch a 30-second video.
I know TikTok's number one for short videos. I mean, they beat YouTube all the hell on it. But the bad thing about TikTok is it's owned by the Chinese. If you're in the military, you're not allowed to have it on your phone.
No, Robert Clark, who's in the Rob Clark out. Where's he at? Oregon or Montana? Where's the other Rob Clark at? Pat?
Colorado.
Colorado. He's a contractor for the military, and he's not allowed to have TikTok.
Yep. He's going through some crap right now, so everybody, pray for him and show him some support because I'm not sure. I think I knew who the channel was. Tried to hijack his channel, and he's purchasing that wolf rescue, getting everything moved, and they tried to take that away from him.
Good night, Dennis. Good luck out there in the field
Night,
tomorrow.
Night, Dennis. Yeah, I heard him talking.
I'd say hope you hit it big, but you're probably gonna anyway. He's in a great area for detecting, man.
And then he's going to show up and rub it in our faces.
That's all right. You
Yeah,
get that good energy from other people finding good stuff that inspires you. When you have a good attitude
yeah.
out in the field, you're bound to have a good time.
Southern
yeah.
states are really good for metal detecting.
Mm-hmm.
Like South, like here's pretty good. You can go out to like Florida and think I want to say what's that state?
Shoot,
Like
the best part of Florida is no matter what time of year it is, if you drive around long enough, you're going to find somebody mowing their lawn in a bikini.
oh
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
probably go to any part of Florida, you'll find
There's
that.
another Dennis Largy in New York.
Oh, nice.
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 Oh yeah, like Mississippi and Alabama are pretty good at metal detecting places.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Randy says 2023 YouTube is going to help you make more money from the
1862
short.
penny. That would be my new oldest penny.
Oh wow.
That's a fatty. That's a fatty Indian.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a fatty Indian.
Do you have a fatty anything?
Oh, I have lots of things that are fat. Yes.
Okay, there we go. All right. Good
So
answer.
Randy-
Good answer.
Randy,
Circle gets the square.
Randy, you got a link for that?
I bet you those will be worth a load of money.
I always get that from people. It's like you find something, they're like, what's it worth? What's it worth? It's like, I don't care. I'm not getting rid of it. It's,
Nah.
you know,
Thanks, Mark
Find
Thomas. I'm going to have
I keep
nightmares now.
Ah,
Well, he says Plugs mows his lawn in a bikini. Picture of Plugs mowing his lawn in a bikini. I'm not going to sleep tonight now.
yeah. It's better if you picture that, but hear that brown chicken, brown cow. It's like, okay, now it fits. I can see it. We'll have to add him to the sexy men of metal detecting calendar this year.
Only TikTok. I have
Yeah,
mine.
Charlie said we should do one of them. He said he'd do the first one in the banana hammock.
The Borat.
Mercury.
Randy got an email from YouTube about it today. On,
Oh wow, Team Clambake says they just won a flying cent. I'd love to win a
Nice.
flying cent. I've never seen one in person.
Just want to what?
No,
Team
that-
Clambake said they won a flying
Oh man,
flying eagle cent.
I
Bugs,
want
that ain't
I
dreaming.
want a
That's still a
flying
nightmare.
eagle
Even
so
during the day.
bad.
That's a daymare.
I always love the coin, but when Dennis from KCMD was down here a year or so ago, actually, and he showed me the one he found, and he got it in his wallet. And I mean, I want one so bad I can taste it. I can taste it. I gotta have that coin. That's top of my bucket list.
Right.
I tell you, Troy was telling a guy at work that he was showing a guy at work his Indian he found or something, and the guy said, "Well, what would be better than find that?" And Troy was saying, "I'd love to find a flying eagle, but those are practically impossible." And Troy said this guy was one of these one-up guys, so he come into work next day with these 4 like brand new shiny flying eagle scent, and told Troy he dug them up in his yard, and Troy's like, "Yeah, you're full of shit too."
Mhm. This is one of my favorite coins right here. I did not dig this up. This was sent to me as a gift from a fan of the channel who prefers to remain anonymous. This is a Chinese coin
Oh wow.
from 14 AD.
Nice, Pat.
And that's like, I want so bad to take it out of there and feel it in my hand. It's like the oldest thing I own. But just to imagine the person who held this coin could have been at the crucifixion. You know, that the history this thing has seen is just amazing. But that's one of my favorite treasures, even though I didn't dig it up.
Randy says he gains 1 to 8 subs on most shorts.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, the shorts.
Wow,
will help
Randy,
your
that's
stuff,
awesome.
but not your watch
Oh.
outs.
Rob from Weigold's here. Hi, Rob.
Hey,
How you
Rob.
doing?
Hey, hey.
It's fuzzy faced Rob.
Mhm. Well, you can say that, Mary, but here the grass is loaded with fire ants. and they will leave scars on you.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
And here
I'm
we got
talking about.
chiggers.
I'm talking about never mow your lawn in bare feet or flip flops just for the safety factor.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind stepping in dog poop, but I'm staying away from them fire ants.
Oh yeah, that's the worst. Fire ants the worst.
Yeah. Dog
I
poop's
do know
okay,
my-
though. When you get that squishing up between your toes, you feel like you're 8 years old again. It's like,
Go home, lift your foot up in your mom's face. Mom!
that's it.
Mm.
And then you burn your foot on the hot water from the hose.
Yeah, Crazy Bad Mercury says we have fire ants here all over the place.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mercury, crazy about Mercury. The shorts have been going very well for me. I've done, I think, 8 shorts now. I've just started doing them, and I have 2 of them with over 1,000 views already.
Got Relics, Rhode Island. Adam, how you doing? Welcome.
Hey, Adam. Welcome aboard, brother.
It's been growing longer than a week, Rob.
Mm.
Okay, 8 days.
8 days?
Oh,
Got Relics, Rhode Island's
yeah, I
here.
know,
Good
I've
evening.
seen that mustache before. The Simpsons, the old janitor guy.
Oh, that's what's his name.
Willie?
Yeah. No, that's the groundskeeper, I think.
Yeah.
I forget his. I could picture him, but I can't think of his name.
Hey, Dan, that line sounded really bad. What's going on, guys? Sorry, I was out with my buddy in the woods. That just sounded really bad.
Hey, $20 is $20.
Did you get a kiss too?
Boy,
I gotta get that T-shirt.
Can't stand the feeling. That short hit
Plug
over.
says he had a short hit over 100,000 views. Are you flipping serious?
Wow.
All right, I got to look that up.
I've never seen that. Had a short hit over 100,000 views.
Oh, I have. You get those girls twerking on TikTok. They get millions of views.
Yeah.
I can twerk.
No thanks, Matt.
Yeah, but nobody wants to see that.
Yeah. Why don't you ask some of them old ladies down at the senior center? They love it.
They'll do it, sure.
That's okay.
And getting some of them.
Pat,
It's like,
the
it's
next
like,
day,
it's like
the
that
neighbor's
State
dog
Farm
is
guy,
doing it. They think it's the
State Farm
same
guy
thing.
that's dancing down the road, and the guy wrecks his car, and he goes, "This is going to get tens and tens of views."
Yeah.
I roll every time I see that commercial.
Good night, Bean. Good night, Pick.
Good night, Bean Pick.
Mm.
Ooh.
Randy says he had a short that hit 30,000 views and picked up 42 subs.
Sweet, Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely go for that. Let me check here.
I know my cat and my 3D printer shorts get a lot of views, and pretty soon we'll be doing possum. For the longest time, I've had a male possum here we call Andy. He's got a girlfriend now. So apparently we'll have his girlfriend and some Joeys coming up soon.
All right. Jeff's Obsessions did send me his email. I've got that right here with your mailing address. I just need to hear from Malaysia Metal Detecting.
Juan, you still in here?
Norton Shores, Michigan. Lovely sounding place. Backrack. More ways to get rewarded.
Juan, are you here? Juan might have left the building.
All right. Well, I wrote his name on it, so we will get it worked out somehow. If it's wicked expensive, then we'll just have to add a bunch of other stuff in it to make it worthwhile.
Yes. Most likely will.
Well, back down to 30 now, guys, but a few minutes ago we had 34 people in the room. pretty good. Dang good for a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Can I say, Bill, you're pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah.
Hey, watch that. I'm Irish.
Like the Offspring song, "A Pretty Fly for a White Guy."
That's it.
Like they said at Blazing Saddles. Okay, we'll take them and them, but we don't want the Irish.
No.
Oh no, man.
I was
I
watching-
like being named Patrick. I just wish I had a more Irish last name.
Oh, I was reading this thing on MSN today. 10 movies that you could not make today. When Blazing Saddles was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see him trying to make that
Oh
in
God,
this time
Jim.
period.
Jeez.
That's it.
Really, Jim?
Yeah, that would work. But yeah, it'd be nice to have an Irish last name because always people are like, "Oh, you're Irish, and it's like, "No, I'm Italian." Italian.
Yeah. No, in Portuguese.
I thought about changing my last name to McGroin because how funny would that be? You know, Pat McGroin.
Yeah, Jim steals his Pat, crawl in a big box and ship yourself. Oh God.
That's right. Hey, if it's the cheapest way to get to Malaysia, I'll give it a shot, man.
Hey, I'm stretching.
You ever watch the old Johnny Carson reruns, Pat?
I remember when they were first runs. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the one with Raquel Welch when she walked in with the cat and she looked at Johnny? She goes, "You want to pet my pussy?" He goes, "Sure, but move the cat first."
Mm.
He got sued for that one. My favorite one though is when Arnold Palmer's wife was on there. And he goes, "What do you do to give him good luck?" She goes, "I kiss his balls." And he goes, "I bet that makes his putter stand up."
Oh, yeah.
Randy put the link in for his short to hit 30,000.
Mm.
Check that out.
Yeah.
I need to check that out.
Plugs has hit 425,000 views. Awesome, Plugs.
Yeah, well, when you have a short hit 100,000, that'll do that real quick.
Oh yeah.
That's okay, crazy. I'm Neanderthal, 4%. Only about 200 other people in the whole world have that high a percentage.
I have 0 Neanderthal in me.
4%. I got the ridges here. I mean, thick too. Just like bend over and film it cranking.
Mm.
Have a good night, Cynthia.
Good night,
Nice,
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Love you too, Cynthia.
She good people.
We have a team of trivia that's called Dr. Bend Over.
Oh, that's a good name. I like that. Dr. Bendover with.
We're Turd Ferguson after the Saturday Night Live skit.
I see these little shorts or reels or whatever they call them. There's this, you see this one guy standing there and he's taking off his shirt, and then it switches to this other guy putting on a rubber glove and says, "Okay, Dave, this is your first rectal exam. Try not to get an erection." And then the other guy says, "My name's not Dave." And the guy with the rubber glove says, "No, mine is."
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Fireman Bill. Oh God, Randy.
Oh yeah,
I never heard that one,
Let me
Pat.
tell you something.
That was good, Pat. I'd never heard that one.
That was
They
good.
come up with these little video clips, and then you'll see like 5 or 6 people like remake it, but it's funny as hell every time. It's like, why didn't I think of that? And who could I get to play along?
It's like God, I can't remember. It was some movie from the 70s, like Kentucky Fried Movie or something. But this doctor's got this naked woman laying on his desk. And every time he spreads her cheeks, you can hear the song Dixie being whistled. So I told the nurse to run upstairs and get Dr. So-and-so. So a few minutes later, here comes guy down there. Okay, what do you want? What do you want? He goes, listen to this. After he hears, the guy goes, you brought me all the way down here to listen to some asshole whistle Dixie.
Crazy says, that's funny. That's what my doctor's name is.
Yeah.
You just can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't.
Oh, Bill, speaking of other channels, Bill, I found something today we had talked about several months ago. And I put this in my picture so I know where it's at now. Because the room is going to lose their mind tonight.
I think everyone.
As soon as my effing computer loads these photos, I swear to God. All right, Bill, I'll let you read this. Oh, let me What do you charge? $50 per hour for $4 hours.
Wow.
That's our favorite guy, Bill.
Yeah.
Derek Smith. Wow.
Charges people to teach them how to metal detect.
That's not a bad deal if you can afford it.
Well, I'll tell you, we have plenty of new people coming to our club, and the club president just sends over to me and says, ask Rob next time he's going on the beach. I'm sure he'll happy to show you his detector. I said, absolutely.
And anybody that really wants to learn can go to YouTube and look up their specific machine.
And there's only 500 videos on each machine.
Yeah.
At least per day.
Yeah.
Look at Michael. What a douche.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Wygo, this guy, first time I started watching, people need to pay me to watch my videos. I'm so good. It's
Yeah.
like, what? You just started your channel and you're so good already.
Oh, yeah.
He was detecting 2 years, and he declared himself the world's best beach metal detectorist.
Yeah.
These people are not subscribers, they're customers.
Yeah.
They're all going to buy something from me.
Right.
Absolutely, Frankie.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Charlie went there.
Yes, he did.
Oh yeah, digging it back's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Digging it back, that is hilarious.
Well, it used to be detecting with Vermont Derek, but now it's metal detecting channel, not the metal detecting channel, the metal detecting channel.
Yes, because he couldn't come up with a new name, so he just stole the metal detecting channel name and took the "the" off of it.
Yeah.
Oh, so this
So now those poor guys in England that have a really good channel have got to worry about this guy ripping off their name.
Jim Steele's funny.
That's why I was going to change my channel name to L Thunder Digging Florida with Ob.
Yeah.
Jim Steele says, hell, I only charge one Mountain Dew per hour.
I learned detecting from Pat and Rob, but I should have learned from Dalton. That's Randy.
Randy's got that crap right, too.
Hey, now, Troy is the king of door knocking. He learned from me. So I have at least one feather in my scalp.
Yeah, Troy can he could talk an Eskimo into buying ice cubes. I swear to God.
Mhm.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and check on out. Paris, thanks for having me on.
Hey, Ed,
Matt,
thanks for
Rob,
being
Yeah,
here.
thanks.
see you guys. I'll be live
Thank you.
Saturday at 8 p.m. Check me out if y'all want.
Okay.
All right, have a good night.
Ah.
Hey, Bill,
Okay.
my phone just alerted me at exactly 10 p.m. that you're going live tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 30 minutes.
Like I said, I time stamped it for 7:30 my time. And it's YouTube is all over the board with that crap for some reason. Okay, where'd you go? I heard you yelling at me. Come on. Yeah, Mary just got it. At 3:30 in the morning in England. Jeez. And Plugs just got it. Yep. Good old YouTube. Like I said, I'm showing a 2-hour difference from Mike. It's 9 p.m. where I'm at, but all your timestamps are 7 p.m. Even West Coast. Greg's is showing 7 p.m. I mean, so I don't know what's going on with them people.
Yeah, Jim, 42 years. I'd say you have been.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got a couple years.
42 years. You know what that means? That means there's a big chunk of Jim Steele's detecting memories that are in black and white. It's got to be interesting when you have those memories from before color.
You know, they say most men dream in black and white, but all my dreams are vividly in color.
Mm-hmm. I've always dreamed in color.
But,
Of course, most of those memories stop at midnight with the national anthem too. It's like, oh.
and the test screen.
Yep.
I don't have dreams has a test screen going on all night. The Indian in the middle.
Yeah. Too funny.
So what's the topic going to be about on that stream, Bill? Which stream? Bugs?
The one that starts in half an hour.
Oh. Let's see. What's another good stream? We talked about living forever.
Good night, Charlie. I'll talk to
Picnicking.
you later, brother.
Good night, Charlie. Thanks.
Yeah, Charlie starts work early.
Yeah.
Having a picnic on the sun. I think that'd be a good topic.
Mm-hmm.
What type of sunscreen would you need? PF 10,042.
1-7. That's it. And think you wouldn't even have to like pre-toast your grilled cheese sandwiches or
No.
nothing. You know?
I wouldn't have to bring an umbrella, worry about anything like that.
I don't know if I could actually be on the sun though. I mean, I could get adjacent to the sun, but about the time my private parts start smelling like bacon, I think I'd like back up a couple thousand yards and call it good. Hey, Juice, how's it going?
Juice, little bro, how you doing?
Mm,
You dream of women dancing in birthday suits?
Hey, 717's here. Juice.
Are they 2 or 4-legged?
Oh, well, Juice, I dream of that all the time, whether it's in color or black or white.
Mm-hmm.
That's like somebody asked me one time, because I used to like to really drink the Fiji water. And they go, "What's so great about Fiji water?" I go, "It's filtered through 16-year-old virgins."
There you go. Trevor the Detector. Gotta go catch everyone at the next one. Good to see you here. Da, da, da.
Oh, and Juice, Plugs isn't here. Don't let him off his leash so early next time, okay? Dexter could let in any time, but gotta hope Pug's back. Good night, Deej. Hey, nothing wrong with them old Radio Shack detectors.
We need more people here. I think it's time to call in some of the wild animals. That ought to get him coming through the door.
Have a good night, Deej. Thanks for coming in tonight.
Thank you, Deej.
Mary's still hanging with us. Good for her, man. She's a trooper.
That's not easy for a smoker to do.
Oh, man.
That was Johnny Weissmiller when they filmed Tarzan here in Florida.
I was going to say they filmed that here in Florida. Yep.
And that show is the reason why we have wild monkeys in Florida. Because all the monkeys and primates and stuff they used for the show, when it was over, they set them free.
Nice of them.
I think most of them are located on an island now, but there are still areas where you can just see them.
Hey, buddy. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, show him your good side.
Aha! There's the wild animals. Petey brought them in. Yeah.
Oh, very cool, Petey. Hey,
Yeah,
Jeff.
Butt down my keyboard. Pat, my turn. Hi, sexy apps didn't work.
It might still work. You never know. You gotta go.
Oh yeah, what do you see?
Boink, boink, boink.
Come on, Virtue. Come on. Whoa, dude. I gotta grab some coffee. Hey, be nice to your brother. Be nice. No fighting. No fighting. Oh man.
That's not gonna
You gonna fun of me again? Come on. Go. Go.
Yeah, 717. That's my main detective partner, Dalton. And then the third guy of the group is Troy. The three of us mainly. It's either Dalton and I, or Troy and I, or if we get lucky, the three of us get together. But the problem is Dalton usually has Thursdays off. Troy usually has Tuesdays off. So if we ever get their schedules changed and we all get a day lined up together, we try and get the three of us together. But so.
I'm not sure, Petey, what part of South Carolina we're going to. I'd have to check with my wife. We've got a friend who lives there now, and I can't remember the name of the town, but I know when I was there, I went through the woods and found an abandoned golf course and found a silver ring. Let me see. I can look up Thermal City real quick. If my phone would catch up. It's in Union Mills, North Carolina.
Ooh. I still want to get to Florida just to see swamp water Florida.
There are some great names down here, Bill. Kissimmee, Florida, which everybody pronounces Kissimmee.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we got Christmas, Florida. We got Wyamama. That's where Mr. Sean Webb's from. Sean Webb from Wyamama, Florida. That's my favorite name.
Like I said, I just want to see swamp water Florida because they showcase that in Married with Children, and they actually got a restaurant there, swamp water restaurant. Yeah, it's kind of
And
like
then
eating at the, chicken that crossed the road, or grilled chicken in the road.
on the way home Friday, I had to pass through a town called Mazarick Town, and I was always wondering where that was because they have an old hotel that's been turned into a restaurant that I want to go detect. And I saw where it was Friday. Yeah, Juice, I would definitely take that as a bad thing. High school lockers don't smell good.
It depends on whose locker it is.
You should have looked back across the counter at her and said, "Are you sure your fly's not down?"
New underleg deodorant.
It's like, it's not the best pickup line in the world, but I'll bite. What's your number, girl?
Drew says he'll take one for the team. Everybody says that in jail after a while.
Yeah, PD, it's about 3 hours from where I'll be in Tennessee. I'll be in Piney Flats.
I had a girlfriend named that once.
Yeah, we used to call that jungle juice, Jim,
Yeah.
or the mind eraser.
We had to, when I was a deputy, we had to go and assist
Ken,
the
how you
correction
doing?
officers one time, Pat. They were doing some cell searching for a supposed weapon. So while the correction officers were doing the searches, we all just stood by. They put all the prisoners in the hallways with their seated cross-legged with their knees up against the wall, backs facing us. And I'm telling you, they found so many homemade gallon jugs of hooch in those cells. They were taking anything, fruit, skins, anything they could to try and ferment to make some homemade.
Yeah, yeah, they call that
Good
they
night,
call
Greg.
that buck. My friend Jimmy makes good buck, but he spent a lot of time in prison. He's still there now, but they'll they give you a cake for dessert. You got everything you need right there. You got your sugar, you got your yeast, you know. I mean,
Oh, the
yeah,
simple,
you run the risk of going blind, but they make some
simple
good
stuff
food.
is Pruno. You take a
Have
big
a good
orange,
night, Greg.
cut it in half, cover it with sugar, and shove it under your bunk.
Ooh, Practical
Few
Ken
days
says
you got
toilet
alcohol.
water. Oh, that would be nasty.
Mm.
Got me as I learned how to light a cigarette in jail without any matches.
Hmm. You can't do that now, even if you can get cigarettes smuggled to you, because they don't let you have pencils anymore.
Don't need that.
And we always used pencil leads, put them in and cross them together. And
Don't have to do that. A cup, little piece of tin foil in the microwave.
oh, you had a microwave, huh? What were
Yeah.
you, a club fed?
That's what they actually called it. Because we had a trustee section there back home in the jail that had a snooker table, a pool table, 2 TVs on cable, vending machines. People would come up from other jails and they go, "This is like Club Med." I go, "Yeah, we know."
Mm.
You're right, Ken. A fanny pack is just that in prison.
Good night, Guido. Good to see you here, brother.
Good night, Guido. Chickens are calling. Oh yeah, Pruno
does.
Pruno doesn't smell good. Sure get you screwed up.
Ken just said a Pat joke there.
Let me say, keep your stuff hidden. Huh?
No, Practical Ken just under Juice's statement. A fanny pack is just that in prison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps your stuff hidden.
Thought about putting that saying on a shirt that says, "You're kind of cute. Hold my pocket."
Hi there, you got a pretty mouth.
Wow, there's a word I've never read before. Peripatetic.
What?
Peripatetic. Peripatetic. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah. That should be just before perfunctory.
I think you're right.
That's a great word, man. I love perfunctory.
All right, peripatetic meaning. Traveling from place to place, in particular working or based in various places for relatively short periods. The peripatetic nature of military life. Okie dokie. Well, see, I just learned something today, guys.
Good night, Mary.
Fancy way of saying
Thanks
transitory.
for being here,
Night, Mary.
Oh,
She was singing, well, welcome back, Mary.
welcome back, Mary.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Crazy says nightmare. I mean, oh.
I just saw Jim saying night, Mary, so I thought she was going somewhere. I was like, Jim, knock it off.
I hate that in the stream when like one person says, like, hi, so and so. So everybody starts saying hi, and that person's not even in there. They
In there, yeah.
to be funny. Yeah.
Well, what I hate is the chat. You got live chat and top chat.
Mm-hmm.
And everything from live chat does not show in top chat. So somebody will tell you they're not here. They're like, oh crap, click it over.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons I like being on the panel, because then I just watch everything in StreamYard. I don't know which delay there is, but I know I'm live when I'm talking.
Well, Juice, it depends. If it's a high pitched fart, they say you're a virgin. But
if it sounds like a yawn, you're a lifer.
Yeah. I'll never forget. I know most people won't know, but there's a few people who know what this is. I was sitting there working. This girl comes in and she goes, my roommate was talking about tossing salad in jail. I start cracking up. She goes, what's that mean? I go, you don't want to know. You really don't know what tossing your salad means in jail. But she kept bugging me. So finally today I told her, the look on her face. I told you didn't want to know.
Somebody else made the salad. He just provided the creamy ranch.
Yeah. They let you toss salad in jail.
Yeah, that's a metaphor, Mary. Okay.
Yeah, they can't stop you.
Yeah. If they catch you, though, you're in trouble. You won't be roommates anymore, believe me. Yeah, I remember this one place I worked. We had this one guy. He wanted to go back to prison. I'm going to go. Are you nuts? But then I realized he's 28, and for 12 of that years, he'd been in prison most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like he just couldn't deal with life on the outside, yet he had a wife and 4 kids.
Mm. Mainly dirt fishing. Hello, Mally
Hello,
Man.
Hello.
Good to see you here.
Awesome. Thank you.
We were talking earlier about setting up a couple of your caterpillars on Rob's upper lip and seeing what happens.
Well, we think they died. They turned white, anyways.
Good evening, Rob.
Like dog poop. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep hearing, Mike, that I've got one of your caterpillars on my lip. That's right. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good at Halloween when I need it to. And no, I'm not gonna be Chef Boyardee Rob, okay?
I still think
Mary,
you should give it a shot.
you're close, Mary, but not by yourself.
Yeah, I can do that. I don't even need to be in prison.
I'll explain it to you later, Rob.
Mainly, did you get all the donations we did from Charlie and I after the stream on Sunday?
I like that. Miley means we should all grow a Millardo mustache.
I think he's got a sound thing too. I could be Millardo. I was talking to the DJ that does our trivia on Tuesday nights, Bill.
Yeah.
He used to be a DJ, and then he also had a Facebook page, and his DJ name was Special Ed, and that was also his Facebook page. And he said somebody actually complained to Facebook that it was an insult or whatever to special needs people, and Facebook suspended his account and made him choose a new name.
Yeah, I figured that's where you're going with that. So.
Yep. Great, Rob. Thanks.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, man. Hey, buddy. Crazy about a Mercury knows what it means. Taking off, Juice. Good night. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Only 6 spots left on the legend. Wow. Listen to Crazy Mary. It's best to forget you know it. Oh, God. Anybody that doesn't know, go over to Mainly Dirt Fish and doing a raffle. He wants to get detectors for kids. You can get spots to win a legend or spots to win a Knox 600. Great deal.
And what is this? $5 or $10 a spot? Was it 10?
$10 a spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mainly Dirt Fishing. I
mean, $10 for a chance to win either one of those detectors is a great deal.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's helping out the kids, getting
That's why I did
more detectors that they can use. And
I mean, I don't care if I win or not. He's doing it for a great cause to buy detectors for kids. So. And a bunch left on the Knox. Yeah, it's $10 a spot.
Good night, Randy. We will be looking for you in the Zoom tomorrow, brother.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so get on over to Mainly Dirt Fishing. Check out his community page. Tells you all about it. Great deal for a great cause.
It is. I was happy to donate for that yesterday.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
Those were some good duck races.
We did 11 duck races in the stream yesterday, Pat. That has to be a new YouTube record. Oh, mainly Rob, my other digging partner friend Denise Kay, her first machine was a Dr. Otech. It's a very inexpensive machine, but let me tell you something. She finds jewelry on Clearwater Beach all the time, and she found a set of gold grills on Clearwater Beach with that inexpensive machine. So try it out, but it's a viable machine.
Mhm.
Yep. You know, most of those Chinese detectors will hit a quarter at about 6 inches on an air test, but the OTEC was hitting them at 10, 11 inches. So for $100 freaking machine to get started
Mhm.
with,
Heck yeah.
oh, mainly dirt. Yeah. Yeah, they actually put out a pretty decent machine. I mean, it's made by some other company because you see the same machine with different names on it, but they make a good machine, whoever makes it. I mean, some of the other ones, they want $150 for a Chinese machine can barely pick up stuff at 3 or 4 inches. So it's like,
Yeah, and then those are the same companies where you get the $60 pinpointer that doesn't pick up a penny after an inch.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting one of those $29.99 ones that look just like a carrot, the cheapo China knockoffs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But everybody tells me it wouldn't even be worth that just to do a comparison video.
Mary's got three little green faces, sad faces there. You must have Googled it, Mary, like Jim says. And
I don't think they were just sad faces. I think they were green face sad
they
faces,
are.
like she was going to
Like,
puke.
like sick.
See, Mary, like crazy
Yeah,
said,
Mercury said, "I
better
told you
not
better
look.
not to know."
Give her a list of other things not to look up.
Yeah.
I actually had my video for Monday Digs ready 2 days early. That's like a first for me, guys.
Hmm. That means you can take a couple of days off.
I actually, uh, Pat, I'm going over to my best friend's house tomorrow, Steve, my cop buddy friend that just retired, with my toy, as he calls it, because I need to find some type of pump pipe or something he's got buried over his mother's house and he can't remember where it is that he needs to flush out. So he actually needs my help with my metal detector tomorrow. So I'm heading over his house and we're going to see if we can find this buried pipe.
Yeah.
And this says
Poor
Marion
Mary.
Post Office.
I'm going live Friday nights at 9 p.m. starting Friday. Ooh, who is that going to directly hit into, Bill?
Friday. That'll be Friday digs. Yep.
No. Who's the other person who just went to
Well,
Friday?
after Friday digs. Yeah.
Well, that also gets into Can Do Veterans Freestyle Friday. You know.
Well, Liz just went to Fridays too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whole
And
bunch
I,
of people just went to Fridays.
I have all the love and respect for Liz, but and if she asks me, I'll tell her this personally. I'm just not going to talk behind her back. I think it was a mistake changing her Sunday stream to Friday.
Oh, Mary doesn't know the post office game. It's an old American game, Mary. Do you know how to play doctor? See, that's the problem. Everybody knows now that you can jump on a computer. You don't need 1,000 subs to do a live stream, so everybody wants to do them.
Yeah.
So now it's like, what? 2 years ago, there's 20 people doing live streams. Now it's 30 or 40 a day.
Mm-hmm. That's all right, though. Everybody's got an audience. There'll be ups and downs, and
Oh yeah. Oh, see, you get me intrigued.
That's why I like doing my Wednesday night Zoom party, because it's all at Zoom. There's no YouTube to deal with. There's no Facebook to deal with. There's no, people down in the chat. If you're there, you're on screen talking with everybody. Nobody has to be a character. We can be ourselves. Just hang out, crack jokes, drink some beers. People come, people go. It stays busy all night, and it's fun. So from 7 o'clock till midnight, 2, 3, 4, whenever it ends, we have a good time. And it's not about statistics or getting subscribers. It's just, let's be us and relax and chill. And I love the Zooms, man.
Yeah, I do too. Jim's being naughty, yeah. But,
yeah, that's what I say. Oh, cockapoo. Well, I did go ahead and get Jeff's Obsessions phone number, so I'll be able to send out his bottle buddy tomorrow. And if I ever hear from Malaysia and get their information, we'll get that one sent out. But I'm not going to wait forever on that because they know what to do. So,
Mary doesn't know what Pony Express is either.
I'm learning all kind of stuff tonight.
Mary, it's all a version of nudge, nudge, wink, wink, a little slap and tickle, All just variations on a theme.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to remember Mary's over in England, so what we know and grew up with is not the same over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you though, Rob, I talked a lot about your channel and what you had said to us the other night about all the silver you've given away and the several thousands of dollars of prizes, and I've called Bill about it. I've called Charlie about it. I'm sure me and Pat will talk about it. I personally like the way you're doing it. I give silver away or metal detecting accessories away every 100 subscribers I go up. I've did it since I hit 100. I'm at 1,700 now, of course, because I'm a little behind, as everybody knows. So there will be a prize coming out now shortly with more silver.
What are you talking about, Rob?
Mainly dirt fishing is over 10,000 subs.
And that's right. The other day he's like, "Yeah, you gotta."
Yeah, you only got to spend $6,000 to get 10,000 subs, and
dude, I spend $4,000 a year for the last 3 years on my Advent giveaway.
I know that's a big giveaway.
And that's just for the Advent giveaway. Never mind throughout the rest of the year. So it's not necessarily about what you spend that's going to get people over there, or what you're giving away that's going to get people over there. I'm barely at 1,500 subs here. It's a lot about the algorithm. It's a lot about using the hashtags, having the description and the video and the stuff that's on the thumbnail all match up, and there's a lot more involved to it than just spending money.
And I've learned a lot of that from you. I've learned a lot of analytical stuff from Shane.
Yeah. But if you're a newer channel out there and doing your thing and you're less than 500 subs, please don't be thinking that you're going to need a ton of cash to get somewhere. Okay. Being on YouTube is like having facial hair. Everybody's grows at a different rate. Just relax and enjoy what you're having. You
or
know,
for $20,
Right,
you
and
buy
I
1,000
understand that,
subs.
and the point I'm trying to make is there are channels that didn't even have 1,000 yet that weren't monetized that went out and spent, and I know one channel in particular, they went out and spent thousands on T-shirts and stickers and hats and emblems, and then even when their channel did get monetized, they thought that the money would come rolling in. I mean, most people don't realize even at 2,350 subs without super chats, I make about $32 a month on YouTube. Okay,
Mhm.
It- obviously, obviously that's barely even gas money. I mean, yeah, it's fun doing this. Is a hobby for me. I love doing it. I appreciate everybody that supports my channel. Um, now, I don't know what a channel with 10,000 subs is making. I imagine that would depend on how many views you get. But what I'm trying to say is, Pat, is I like the way he did it.
Mhm.
He's, I don't know if he's spending the money now that he's big or if he spent the money to get there. But you take somebody like we were talking about earlier, like VD, who's trying to take shortcuts to do that.
Mhm.
I think he's doing it the wrong way. I think he's first off, anybody that charges somebody $50 an hour to learn how to use their metal detector doesn't even freaking belong in the metal detecting community.
Oh yeah, and,
Um,
and you know most of what he's going to be teaching or telling, he's just blowing smoke up their butts. You
yeah,
know,
you know
if I
how
want
how
smoke
he
blown up my ass, I'll sit here with a carton of Marlboros and a short length of garden hose. I don't need
yeah
somebody else
how
to
he
do
can
it.
tell you that you can scientifically read a beach. Yeah. There's some things you can do to improve your specifics, but I don't. You know, he did one video where he says, I got I've got an appointment that I've got to keep at another beach to teach somebody a lesson. He says, but I wish I could be here today because I know there's gold right here on this beach. No, you don't, because if you knew there was gold right there on the beach, you'd freaking go get it. Okay.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Frankie just hit 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, Miss Patricia.
It's like
Absolutely.
I was talking to Robert earlier today. Somebody I know, so I won't mention his channel, but not too long ago, they only had 330 something subs. All of a sudden, they got 1,330. It's like in a week. Well, you can buy subs. $20 gets you 1,000 subs on
See,
YouTube.
and so when Bill told me that, I Googled that, and there's like 20, 30, 40, 50 videos talking about how you can buy subs.
Yeah.
First off, I don't know how to do that. And another thing, there's another channel on that's a lot smaller than me, and he gets several thousand views a video where I only get several hundred. But out of those several thousand views, I get more comments than he does. So the only thing I've been able to conclude is those can't be real views. If you get
Yeah,
three
because
thousand,
there's always this ratio. If you get 100 views, you're going to get about 50 thumbs up. You're going to get about 20 some odd comments.
Yeah.
You know, there's a
right? But
ratio
if
there.
you've got 3,000 views and you have 12 comments, something's not right there.
Yeah, you know, and 6 thumbs up, it's like, eh,
You're right, Mary. But they do have guaranteed subs too. And that's like I couldn't believe that you could buy for I think it was $30 or $40 a month, or $30 or $40 for 1,000 American subs only. Like what?
Yeah, but Bill, how can they guarantee that those people watch your videos? Are those people getting paid to watch your videos?
I don't know. All I
quite
know is
possibly.
a few of the ones I watched talking about buying stuff. They said the only time you want to do this is if you're doing your YouTube page to put a product for sale out there. That's when you want to buy your subs so they can look at your product. They go doing it for a regular channel can hurt your channel. So because if you're just doing it for content, these subs that they're selling you are not there just for content. Most of them are probably like Amazon sellers, stuff like that. A lot of
Hmm.
people that are looking for product. So
Well, I prefer myself to just let things grow organically. Sometimes you're going to
yeah,
have slow phases, sometimes you're going to drop, sometimes you get a big boost. It's going to be an up and down thing, but I prefer the organic, growth for the channel. And this way there's no pressure. And just like with your metal detecting finds or your magnet fishing finds or whatever it is you're out there doing, people, comparison is the thief of joy.
mhm.
Don't compare what you're doing to what somebody else is doing.
Yeah,
You get out there and you find a wheat penny, and I'm like, yeah. And this guy over here, he found 6 Indian heads, and this one found that, and the other one found this. And it's like, Be happy with what you got. Don't compare your stuff to anybody else's.
Well,
And remember, always keep in mind your first cool find.
Yeah.
I detected for a solid week in this one park and got nothing but trash. And literally on day 7, I found a dime, a nickel, and 2 pennies. That's it. I was pumped. If I ever stop being excited about getting a penny, take my machine away and retire me. Because at that point, I've forgotten what it's all about.
I agree. When I met Simon, well, you've been here to Denise's house, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Across it at the end of the T road where we are, I showed you where that field was that we had that permission on those 20 acres.
Yeah.
There's now 80 condos being built there.
Mm.
Well, anyway, the church next to that, Simon came over with some guys from Lakeland, and they got permission next to that 80-acre field because we had lost that because the builder bought it. So when Denise was driving home one day, she goes, "Hey, there's 3 guys out detecting your permission out there." So I hopped in the vehicle and I went out there, and I get out there and I could see who it was, and I got out of my vehicle. "Hey, you guys aren't allowed to be there." And Simon started laughing. Well, he had his ex-club president, a British guy,
Mm.
and I said, "You guys find anything?" And Simon or somebody said, "Well, I found a Wheatie." And the other guy says, "Well, I'm glad I didn't find it because I'd have just thrown it out in the street." A Wheatie was this guy was too good for a Wheatie.
Mm-hmm.
And I called Simon later and I said, "Don't ever ask me to hunt with that guy because I'll just fucking tell him off." I said, if he thinks he's too good to find a Wheatie and he takes those and throws them over his shoulder out in the street, I have absolutely no desire to hunt with that guy.
Yeah.
I had one guy from the club. Hey, Sheldon,
Hey,
how you
Sheldon.
doing, brother? I
Hello.
had one guy from my old club come with me out to a permission, and he's tagging along, and I'm digging like crazy. And he's on, and it's like, there's nothing out here but zinc pennies. I'm like, how many did you get? He's like, I didn't dig any of them up. Like, get out of here then. You got to get those signals out of the ground. You get the zinc out of the ground. You change the mineralization. You change that blanket layer that's covering the good signals. Please, people, take your trash. Don't skip it because you know it's a can or a pull tab. Get it out of there.
All
It's
right, hang on, Pat. I gotta interrupt you here. First off, the guy's wrong because you can find a lot of good rings on zinc penny signals. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
especially on older property. In NorCal, no, I was not talking about the Hoover Boys. I have heard that complaint about the Hoover Boys, and I don't like the fact that they make the fart sound for the Wheaties. I don't. That bugs me. If I'm ever with Kurt again, I'll tell him that.
Let me through, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But they have never ever thrown one of their Wheaties out. You've never seen them take a Wheatie and chuck it back into a water, or take it off the board and throw it in the trash. They show the Wheaties with their wrap up. They make a little bit of fun of them because they're looking on ground that they expect to find older stuff. Just like quarter hoarder, they're trying to find older stuff. Down here in Florida, a Wheatie's a really good find. An Indian is a phenomenal find. Okay, a V nickel, you're just over the freaking moon. And that's no offense to Mr. Charlie, because Dalton found one today. So yeah, no, I know the Hoover Boys make fun of the Wheaties, but they have never thrown one back, or they've never thrown one in the water, and they've never put one in the trash.
One of my favorite memories was the look on Mr. Dalton's face when the 3 of us were at this one church property, and Dalton had just detected around this stump and he'd moved on. And so I came up behind him and I went around the stump and got a signal and pulled a war nickel. And he was like, the look on his face, like, how did I miss that?
He doesn't think he should miss anything. And I mean, he's the best detectorist I've ever personally detected with. And I've said that to people, and I've had arrogant people tell me, "Hey, I'll just go down there and blow his doors in." Well, I'll pay money to see that. Okay.
Yeah. He'll give you a 10-minute head start. Still
He has given us a 10-minute head start, and he still kicked our ass.
Yep.
And if you people think I'm kidding, Troy got us 2 1890s permissions across the street from an old church permission. And he sat there with his watch, and he sat on his truck tailgate, and he gave us 10 minutes, and he still came behind us and found stuff we missed. And he pulled out a fatty Indian, an 1864 Indian. That was his first fatty Indian. And I still haven't found one of those. Yeah, here's Petey says, my South Carolina button sounded just like a drink can. Marty says, I dug 2 quarters in a 58 Wheatie. if I go home with a Wheatie and a little teeny silver ring or a little ring or something, it's been a great day, guys.
And we talk about like Dalton and Troy, getting out there. I gotta say, in my semi-professional opinion, some people are just naturals. Okay, when it comes to this, and I would rank Kimberly among the naturals. She picked up the hobby, and boom, if she gets the goods, you can see it in my videos. And it's just awesome to be there when she's finding this stuff, because still so many things are bucket list for her. It's outrageous.
Oh, absolutely. And what's funny, Pat, is I make jokes. We make jokes about me walking around the hotel room with Kimberly naked or something. But that woman had never met me personally and trusted me to share a hotel room with a strange guy she'd never met before, basically just, I guess, on your recommendation or seeing me on a video. And Kimberly and I hit it off like two peas in a pod. We had a blast. She was a blast. And like you said, when we blew off the Sunday of Florida Hunt 9 and we went door knocking in downtown Tallahassee, and we got on some curb strips and we both wound up finding some silvers and some old Wheaties. We had a blast. And yes, she's a good detectorist.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about that.
But NorCal, yes, I understand what you're saying. I don't, just like I said when I was explaining the Hoover Boys, I don't like when they do that. I wish they wouldn't. And yes, I think it's disrespectful too. Am I keeping you up?
I can get the video.
Oh, okay. Is it still in the door, or you need me to get one out of the back of the fridge? All right. You can't reach it, Mike.
One of the best weedy things I ever saw was, I don't know, it was well over a year ago, and I was detecting with Dennis from KCMD, and we were at this little known park, like so little known that people just don't go there because they don't know it exists. And he got on a 27 Wheatie coin spill. And that was an epic day.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with NorCal. I dig Wheaties all day long. If I came home with 20 Wheaties in my pouch, it would be a glorious day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jim says I still vividly remember the day I dug a 1909 Wheatie. I only have, I think, in 5 years, I only have 3 1909s. And Troy found one a few weeks ago, and that's the first thing, boy. You get that 1909, you're running to the truck and getting your magnifying glass or your loop, and you're seeing if that's got an S on it or a VDB or God forbid, a 1909 SVDB that you can retire on. But and Jim's right. The only bad day of metal detecting is when the detector doesn't work. Any day you're out.
Even if you're not setting the world on fire, if you're patient and you keep going at it steady, eventually you'll have a big box full of Wheaties.
Yeah.
So don't feel bad just because you only found 1 or 2 or 3. The most I've ever found in a hunt is 5. And still, that's a hefty box.
Absolutely. Frankie says, I got a little emotional when I found my first IHP. So did I, Frankie. And let me tell you something. If you go back and you watch my video from 4 years ago when I found my first IHP, and you'd laugh your ass off because I look like a flippin' idiot because it came, I collected coins when I was a little kid, 10, 11, 12 years old, but I hadn't coin collected, as an adult. And I still have my metal tin like Pat has. It's a lot bigger, but it's like a filing cabinet metal tin that I still have my childhood coin collection in. But I hadn't looked at that in 40 years. So when I found my first 1909 Indian, all I could remember is that I knew wheat pennies went to 1909. I knew about the 1909 SVDB. So I said, this can't be a 1909 Indian. I know they made wheat pennies. But as a little kid, I didn't know that there were transition years with some coins where they made 2 kinds of coins in the same year. So there I am on video, and you can see clearly on video that this is a 1909 wheat Indian. And I kept telling the camera, no, that's got to be a 1900. I'm just looking at that 9 wrong. It's got to be a 0 because they made 1909 Wheaties. This can't be a 19. And I just look like an idiot trying to tell myself that was a 1900 Indian.
And speaking of that, if Mary could do me a favor and hit me up in my email that's in the description of my videos, and we can exchange mailing addresses, I would like you to send me some 2022 coins with the Queen on them, because pretty soon they'll be changing that picture. So
Yes, they will. I thought about that, Pat.
it
You're
would
right.
be nice to have some of the last year Queen's coins.
Do you
And
know the minute?
that would
You know, the
absolutely
minute she
trip my
died,
ticket.
the minute she died, they changed the national anthem to "God Save the King" from "God Save the Queen."
Mm-hmm.
They
Yep.
immediately changed that.
Well, protocol.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like talking about good finds and coins and stuff. Back home, most of the old coins were dug up long before I got back into detecting back there. And my best finds were few and far between, like a Victorian button hook, a silver Victorian poison ring and button, just a few things here. But it's always just to get out, have fun detecting, and it's the anticipation of what it could be. You know, it's that treasure hunt. It's like, is this going to be something great? 99 out of 100 times it isn't, but it's that one time when you do find something great. It's like you're a little kid all over again, looking for that pirate treasure.
This lady's 1936 house I got, it's a $500,000 home. These folks are fairly wealthy. They just put a $50,000 roof on their house, yet their yard's really nice, yet they're out there letting me dig in holes in the yards. And she comes out and she goes, "Oh, I find this really exciting." She goes, "It's just like treasure hunting." And I'm like, that's exactly what it is.
All right, Mary, I will get with Rob for your email address. Mm-hmm.
We'll do, Mary. Yeah, I know I have to have it, Pat, because I mailed her something.
Yeah, we'll make a trade. I'll send you a bunch of stickers and park rat junk and stuff. And
Yep, crazy. That's what it's all about.
See, here's something I was showing my buddy tonight. Okay, it's just a big hunk of copper. Okay, it's got no threads. It's got 2 tabs on it. The third one's broken off, but it would have had 3 tabs pointing down the center there. See, this isn't an exciting find or a great find, but I'm curious now to find out what the hell it is. So it's got a patent date. I can read May 10th on it, but I've still got to do more cleaning to try and find the year. So then I will take the year of that patent date, and I looked up that, and I'll try and research all the patents done on that date to find something that looks like this.
I already know what it is, Rob.
What the hell is that, Bill?
Well, you know the little plastic things that come in a pizza to hold the lid off the box? That was pre the plastic days.
Yes, this is a copper one. You're exactly right. But
it's a medieval diaphragm. Who knows?
That one hit and swing absolutely plugs. You could be having a crappy day playing golf, but you get that one beautiful feeling shot that goes where you want it to go.
Yeah. And
yeah,
again, you're only one hole away
perfect.
from a really good day.
A good day. Yeah.
Pat, I can't tell you how many videos I've used that line in when I've only found one good item a day.
That's it.
Or another thing, it's fun. You go out there and you hit a new place and you're looking at it and you've done your research on it and think, probably not going to find nothing good here. Then all of a sudden, one of the greatest finds you've ever found pops up out of the ground. You're thinking, here?
Yeah.
That just blows you away. I shouldn't have found this here.
Yeah. Some of the people that give you
in the middle of the woods, an 1800s bank.
Yep. There you go.
Like
Pat, that's not even mine, and I love that find.
It's like, I love it. 1880, out in the middle of the woods. You go to a property that's got all kinds of history and find zilch.
Nothing. Exactly.
Thanks, Jim.
That little bank would have just made my day.
See, Pat, that's my best finds back home were out in the woods where there shouldn't have been anything. It's like, what is this doing here?
Mm-hmm.
I had to hit an old Victorian where I got permission. Oh boy, I'm going to find some great stuff, and I'd find nothing.
I'll be right
Bill,
back. I got to get another soda fizz.
That's the one thing I wish I could do in this area, Bill. I wish we had more woods that had houses on them that we can find. We have a few here, but most of those are in the hands of either private companies or big logging companies or something. We don't have a lot of public access woods that we can trade through to find, old homesteads on.
That's a shame because that's, I talked to a lot of people, and that's where their best finds are out there in the woods where something was there 100, 200 years ago, but nothing's been there for 100 years. You know?
Yeah. Miss Mercury, I hear you. Jim sent Pat Mary's email or address. Jim says, when my last coins I dug before my car wreck was an 1876 SUS quarter. See, that would
Nice,
that,
Jim.
that would, I just found that 1907 barber quarter, guys. My first barber quarter ever on the trip to Missouri with Shane. Guys, that was my first day in Missouri. That I didn't care if I found another coin my whole trip to Missouri. That coin made my whole trip to Missouri. Plug says, I'm excited for copper pennies. Don't get me wrong. I want to find glorious stuff, but I don't care anymore because that stuff will come. It absolutely will come. And
That's
the
a
fun
great
thing about
attitude
finding
to have, Plugs.
copper pennies is, like Pat says, a 1960 penny, 40 or 50 years from now, when we're all gone and the next kids are detecting, finding a Lincoln copper penny and not a zinc is going to be the equivalent of us finding a Wheatie. And if they find a wheat cent, it's going to be the equivalent of us like finding an Indian.
Yep.
Um,
But that's like one time back home, I hit a park that I always hit, the oldest park in town. Thought it was hunted out. I'm going swinging under a bench in the park that I, detected over before. But I got a signal I hadn't gotten before, about 6 inches down. I pulled out a brass Victorian button off of a woman's jacket. I thought, how the hell could I have missed that so many times? Uh-huh. But like Pat said, you disturb the ground, you lose the signal, you wait, you come back, get new signals. Nice Plugs, two-seated. Oh, Jim, your house used to be a schoolyard from 1853 till 1939. Damn. I bet there's still some great stuff in that ground. That's where you'd be finding lead soldiers and all kinds of stuff.
hey, Bill, I don't keep many of my finds in display cases, but these I do.
My wife is excited about the idea of getting some coins with the queen on them. So that's going to earn me some brownie points. We might even have to play a little bit of Baker in the Mine Shaft. Don't bother looking that up, Mary.
This is one of the few things I keep in a display thing. This is a pair of turn of the century 1899 cufflinks.
Yeah.
I got off a 1920 property, and they're still attached. This is one of my most prized relic finds that I keep. I mean, very rarely do you find a pair of cufflinks 120 years old that are still attached, and that's a prized find for me.
Well, it's like, unfortunately, okay, Rob, you saw my thing this morning about the live stream tonight. You saw the ring in the thumbnail? That is a Victorian poison ring, and I cannot find it now. I've lost it.
Bill, let's not even go there on how much crap I've lost. I actually have a list here I keep, Bill, of the metal detecting things I've lost, including when I bought the 800 Knox. I took that on the trip that I took Denise's parents up north. I opened that up on the trip up there to use it the first time in Ohio on that old property her uncle got us for permission. And somehow when I got home, I had lost luckily the Knox came with two charging cords. The Knox 800 comes with two charging cords. The Knox 600 only comes with one. I lost one of the two charging cords, and I lost the owner's instruction manual.
Oh, geez.
I found the one extra charging cord, but I never found the instruction manual. I had to wait till a friend bought a Knox, take theirs, and then take it to a printer that did color printing and print out the color instruction book so I could have my instruction book for the Knox again.
Oh, God.
I tell you, Bill, the Menardo nickname is not a joke.
Like NorCal, you've only dug one seated. I've never dug a seated.
Neither have I.
I've never done a Mercury. I've done lots of Rosies. I've done Dug 4 Morgan silver dollars, all in the same jar in the same hole.
Mm.
Lots of stuff I haven't dug coin wise. One pence, 2 pence, 5 pence, 10, 20, 50, 1 pound, and 2 pound coins.
Awesome. If I could get one of each, whatever it costs me is worth it because it'll make her super happy, and that's what I live for. Well, that, getting a little roasty every once in a while, it's kind of cool. But, mostly it's about making her happy.
Plugs? That's not stupid. I understand wanting to dig a gold coin. I lived in an area where gold coins passed through all the time on stagecoaches from the mint, from the mines. The gold went to the mint. Coins came back through the same areas on Wells Fargo. And I know guys that have dug them, and I never got one, but I want to get one. I don't care if it's $1 gold coin, a $5, an eagle, a double eagle. I just want to get one. That's like
Closest I came was digging up the gold foil wrapper from a chocolate coin.
yeah. Was the chocolate still good?
No, it was all melted in junk. Out at the edge of a basketball court. But for a second, I was like super excited, so I know what it's going to feel like. It's just got to be real the next time.
Well, that's one thing I hate about the Euro coins. They're gold colored. So you used to get those back home and think, oh, got a gold coin. Then no, it's, a steel Euro coin. And like I said, the one thing I really, really want is I want a Carson City mint. Anyone will do, but I'd really like the 20-cent piece.
And that would be nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I mean, any 20-cent American piece is rare, but those are real rare.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised when I was reading it. Even if they come out of the ground, they're worth money, unless they're just totally wiped. Oh yeah, buying plugs. I mean, you buy it for an investment, but when you're in detectors, you want to dig it out of the ground.
I dug one seated dime. I couldn't get anything off of it. It was so wiped. It was at that honey hole permission where I had Rob and Dalton and Simon had come out, and we hit it up pretty hard there for a while. And I was pulling great stuff off of there. But I found that coin, and only at the right angle could you see the outline of the seated figure. Everything else was wiped.
Wiped.
But
Hi,
it's
Gary.
like, I'll take it.
Oh yeah, that's like nice, Jim. You remember my series on the coin spill hill? That's mainly all zinc pennies, but I got a few coppers. I got my best wheats, 3 wheats off of that, and some Euro coins and stuff. But
that place was phenomenal.
Yeah. It was amazing. Every time I went back, just signal after signal after signal until it finally dried up. I got over 300 coins off of that place.
Nice.
In an 8 by 10 foot area.
Yeah, see, Miss Mercury, I do not have a class ring yet. That is the one thing I want to find is a class ring that I can return to somebody. I have never found a class ring.
I would think if you could handle the hiking, one of the good places to detect would be the ground under the ski lift.
They are.
You know?
I've done that years ago.
Well, mainly says here, I have a spot for gold coins, the train depot. I think that's a great idea.
Oh, yeah. I want to do the train depot when I get back home, but I got to get permission from somebody by the museum. They'll want everything I dig
Hey,
up.
Gary's metal detecting's here. Good evening, Gary.
Good night, Mary. Thank you for being here.
Good night, Mary.
Oh,
I will be sure and send you an email and we'll put this together. Thanks again. I appreciate the help.
Mercury, your first Mercury dime will come because statistically, it is easier to find a Mercury dime than a Rosie dime.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's why I got a box full of 60 Rosie dimes because they're so hard to find.
Well, I mean, my first silver was a 53 Rosie. I'll say that, but two of my next three silvers were Mercs. And if
Yeah.
you take on how long that Mercs were out from 1916 to 19,
I know, 39 years compared to 18. I know.
yeah, and the amount that they made, it's you were there were more going to be more Mercs in the ground than there are Rosies.
I know, but every
My
time I got a
first.
silver dime signal back home, it was a Rosie. All those Rosie dimes I dug over the years.
My first silver coin was I had gone from the park, Alpha Park, where I'd been doing all my hunting. I went across the street to where the canoe launch was, and I'm down there just in the water, ankle deep, and I got up close to these rocks, got my signal, and pulled out a 1956 quarter. And I
So
was like,
that's a great first silver find.
awesome. Scour the rest of that area, nothing but beer cans, but there it was for me. And it's like, yeah, sometimes you can't worry about territories. You're going to find whatever God wants you to find, and you're going to find it right where you are when he wants you to find it. So keep swinging, keep digging.
Yep.
And I've
No,
shown this
you're talking
before.
about ski lifts, Pat. Back home, there was
I've
two
shown
of them
this
up there
before.
towards Tahoe that were abandoned. We used to hunt.
This was the very first ring I ever found.
That is so cool. I remember that. Yeah.
I found this my fifth day metal detecting. It's 1 ounce of silver. It's a Mayan or like a Mayan god on a top of a pyramid. They call this a biker's ring that bikers use. I used this on a ground where they just had a carnival there, and I thought metal detecting was going to be the easiest hobby in the world. And hang on. And I didn't find another ring for 5 months. I thought rings were just going to be falling out of the sky at me, and nope, didn't find another ring for 5 months.
Oh, nice plugs. I never found a peace dollar. I said Morgan's. One coin I did find, I found a 1921 Pilgrim half dollar that I got $180 for, because that was one of the first collector's coins. They were not for circulation.
Huh.
Yeah, it's got that cool Mayan god on it. Let me see it.
Yeah, those are biker rings because they buy 5 different rings like that and use them like brass knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
It's 0.99 of an ounce. Yeah, there's not. You think it's easy sometimes, Mary or Mercury, and that's just because you got a good lawn. I joke about this all the time, but I say this all the time in my streams. Metal detecting is the exact same as real estate. It's all about location, location,
Yeah.
location. It's not you being the great detector. It's you being on good ground. This just happens to have a whole bunch of good stuff under it. Yeah, your job is to find it.
But metal detecting is also like sex. It's a game of inches. You gotta be thorough.
This water's cold, yeah, and it's deep too. So,
Night, Petey. I'll see you at the Zoom tomorrow, brother.
Good night,
have a
Frankie.
good night, Frankie. Thanks for hanging out so long.
Good night, Jim.
Have a good night, Jim.
Take it easy, Jim. Thanks for sending me that info, brother. Good night, Rob.
Vegas, how you doing? Welcome.
Evening, Rob. Yeah, that doesn't even fit me, Bill.
Put it on your pinky. Like a Goomba.
Then it'll fall off.
Try the other hand.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Your right hand dominant, so that's going to be bigger.
Yep.
Well, my right hand gets a lot more exercise, Pat. So,
Well, your right foot's bigger.
Cutting up sandwiches, shoveling that fork.
Your right foot's bigger, your right nut's bigger. I mean,
So you can have a fun chat like this when you have a couple of few cool women in here.
Yeah.
So thank you, Miss Mercury. We've been in them where certain people are like, you're disgusting, and they all leave.
yeah.
It's like, if you didn't know, you should ask somebody.
That's why I do it late at night.
Mm-hmm.
We get the people in here. Yeah, I don't care.
And for women, your dominant breast is bigger. That's hilarious.
It's usually true. You know?
Yes, Belima says it is.
Yeah, you know?
Of course,
I'll have to
hers were
start doing
foam
some
cups.
manual. I'll have to start doing some manual tests with Denise to check that out.
See, that's the thing, though. I mean, with boobs, once you've seen one, you want to see the rest of them.
Yeah. And once you try to dial in Tokyo, I mean,
That's it.
That's
All
because
right.
us pig of men are
Second,
visual
I'm going to
creatures.
send out virtual motorboats to all the girls I know. Yeah. Whew.
Gary, I'm sure that'd be okay.
go right ahead, Gary. You want to drop a channel link? Go right ahead.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Anytime, brother.
Crazy says, I have a good motorboat. It doesn't matter, big or small. You can go from to either way. Motorboat's a motorboat.
Yep.
But yeah. Big motorboats are my favorite.
Now, if Mary was in there, she'd be asking, what's motorboat?
That's it. It's like,
Moscondo, welcome.
hey.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff going on.
Oh, Gary, you just put out a video yesterday, didn't you? I gotta watch that. I hate getting so far behind on people's videos. Yeah, plugs, same here. I've had a lot of hobbies over the years, but metal detecting was like the one that just beats all the rest of them out. Brewer came in. Hiya, Jeff. Dang. Missed you, brother. All right. It's long and a lot of Corona caps. Well, that happens in parks and beaches. I notice Corona caps tend to beat out all others. The next comes the Budweiser. Once in a while, though, you get the odd microbrewery bottle caps.
Yeah. I remember as a kid, I loved finding those bottle caps. They were silver with like a Stein picture on them. And the bottom side of the cap always had one of those pictographs, like eyeball, heart, blah, blah. And you had to figure out what the word or phrase
Lucky
was.
Lager.
Huh?
Lucky Lager.
Yeah. Brewers, what's up, brother?
Cheap ass beer. You got 12 bottles that were only
Mr.
11
Jeff.
ounces each.
Fa-fa.
Michelob is heavy up there. Huh? Yeah, Michelob's a good beer.
That's it.
Used to be
Michelob
anyway.
is a heavy beer.
Hey, crazy, I just sent you a text. There you go.
Oh my God, Gary, Corona Extra or Corona Light is the number one bottle cap on Clearwater Beach, and I think almost every Florida beach.
Rob, Corona bottle cap is about the number one bottle cap found anywhere anymore. I don't know why, because it's lousy crap at beer.
It's nasty stuff, and I can't imagine drinking it warm at a beach.
Yeah, no, that could be like a guy said years ago. He goes, "Think it. Here's a beer, and they sell it with to make it really good, you need salt and lime. Anytime you got to add something to a beer to make it good, it ain't good."
You know what's funny though, Bill? I was talking about Miss Mary earlier when I was in England when I was 20 when I was 21 and I went over to England for 4 months and hiked across Europe. I was in a pub late at night and I asked for a Scotch
NorCal?
sour, and it was really noisy. And I guess the bartender wasn't listening for me saying Scotch sour, some wussy ass drink for a woman, but I really liked him. But he heard lime and lager, so he gave me a lager beer with a lime twist in it, a squeeze of lime. And that lime, just enough lime, took out the bitterness of that beer, and that's all I drank the rest of the time I was in England was lime and lager.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
NorCal just brought some. Lucky Lager was $1.99 a 12-pack. I had a friend that had a Tap King. Back in the 70s, it was $9.99 for a keg, a full-size keg of Lucky Lager. It cost more for the deposit on the keg than it did for the beer.
Yeah, I know we used to spend like $2.50 or $2.25 to get a 12-pack of Black Label.
Yep.
Oh my God, Pat! My father drank Black Label.
Man,
That's like Milwaukee's best.
I can't even remember the name of it, but in Maine, you know, you had to be 21 to drink, but when you were 18, you could get 3-2 beer,
Yep.
which you really needed to drink a whole case just to catch that 6-pack buzz.
Well, that was Pabst. They made it 3.2.
Yeah.
Who else?
Oreo cows.
Yeah, was it Utah? It used to be one you couldn't buy alcohol on Sundays, but if you wanted anything above 3.2 beer, you had to go to a state liquor store because the grocery stores only sold the 3.2 beer.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, there are some states that beer and alcohol you have to buy in two different places.
Yeah. What I thought was funny, my dad took me back to where he was born in Utah. He grew up in um, Park City, which is now a big ski area, but back then it was coal mines. But he's born in Mammoth, and right across the street from Mammoth is another town. Well, Mammoth, you could buy alcohol. The town across the street, you couldn't. I mean, so the alcohol thing was separated by a street. I just learned how to pick the lock on the liquor cabinet. Oh yeah, NorCal. Sounds like kind of like Steel Reserve. Really crappy beer, but it got you screwed up.
Last time I was in Oregon, at least in Medford, they don't have bars. You can go to a restaurant, and if you buy food, they can sell you a beer or 2 beers.
Yeah.
But then if you want more beer, you have to buy more food.
Food. Yeah.
You know, so in order to get drunk, I would have to go to the Chinese restaurant, get an egg roll, slam a couple beers, get another egg roll, slam a couple beers, get another egg roll, slam a couple beers, and then go home with my egg rolls. Yeah.
And then you go to a gas station, you can't even pump your own gas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need more coffee. Oh. Now if I can get up. Oh.
Back in the day when my wife was growing up here in Florida in Daytona, back then the drinking age was 18, and it was on her birthday. she goes into the bar and orders her drink, and they card her. And she's like, "You're carding me now? I've been getting drunk here for 3 years, and now you're going to card me." You know? So she'd been going to that bar and getting smashed since she was 15. Georgia Peaches.
Scoot, scoot. Too low. Scoot.
All
Scoot.
right.
Scoot, baby. Scoot.
Evening, Georgia Peaches. Yeah, Oregon has state liquor stores. Grocery stores have beer and wine. See, I just find that so just bizarro. Gee, NorCal, for 99 cents a 6-pack, it was horrible. I can't imagine that. LOL Brewers.
All right. So,
Yeah, Miss Mercury, you couldn't in the state of Florida. You couldn't buy alcohol till after 1 p.m. on Sundays, and that stayed in effect for like 70 years until Tampa got a football team, and football games started on Sunday at 1 o'clock, and they rescinded that law. Well, guys, I'll wait till Bill gets back, but I'm gonna probably call it, Pat.
yeah, I'm going to have to call it too because it's been a day and I got stuff to do tomorrow.
Yep. Oh. I'm going to call it, guys. Yeah, it's been a long night, long day. Thank you all for being here. Crazy. Georgia Peaches, thanks for stopping by. Sorry we're leaving. NorCal, Gary.
Everybody, have a good night. For those folks coming in, we're all welcome to Pat's Zoom meeting tomorrow. Just go on any one of the about pages of his videos, and
Mhm.
the phone number and code is in there. We'd love to see some new people on Zoom tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
There
See
you go.
y'all
Miss
tomorrow.
Mercury, you're welcome in Zoom. All righty, guys. Have a good
All
night.
right. Pat, thank you. Rob, thank you. You guys are great.
All right.
See you tomorrow night in Zoom.
Night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.